But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? But you can never walk alone. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. Where are you? But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. Where are you? Where are you? But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. On the way to being free.
We've been in here for 4 hours. Do you have any evidence at all?
Well, Your Honor, we've got plenty of hearsay and conjecture. Those are kinds of evidence.
Your Honor, I move for dismissal.
Gotta turn my mic on. It's usually the first step. How's it going? Gotta make sure I'm all set up. There's been a lot of Windows updates lately. How's everybody doing? I got Thaddeus Koss. I think I'm saying that. No, I butchered that for sure. Koss. Thaddeus. The Thaddeus part, I got this. Okay. The Koss, is it like Kosse or Koss? How would I pronounce that? Give me a phonetic for it. But good to see you. I'm looking up here because I got my screen up there. Hi. Let's see. We got Christ Puncher, that goddamn hippie. I keep telling Christ Puncher, and I mean this with love, Christ Puncher. No, he always gets so sensitive. Christ Puncher, we're gonna cut that hair off. We're gonna make you like Dylan in was it Modern Family, right? Be like Dylan. Hashtag be like Dylan. We're gonna get him to mess his hair up so he can still be rock and roll and everything, but we're gonna make that hair something that, you know, somebody can grab from behind, and not for me. I mean, I don't know. You can make up rumors if you want. It's up to you. I mean, he does have, Jesus Christ. Christ Puncher, tell me if I could show that picture. They'll never know what we're talking about until you let me show it now. So everybody's just going to make up whatever stories they want. You better just to let me show them. I'd have to look way back in our chats. He knows what I'm talking about, that son of a bitch. He's in there somewhere. He'll come out of the woodwork somewhere here. Hello, Debate Shorties. How are you doing? Nerthan Thurmson. I want to say Termpson all the time. He is going to be listening from work. The poor sap has to work. So does Thaddeus Kosse. He's in there. He's talking to say, hey. I'm trying to pronounce your name and I'm butchering it, dude. Be like Mike. Who's Be like Mike? Which one's Be like Mike? I'll look up Be like Mike. Be like Mike. Oh, is that the Be like? Oh, that's right. It was an ad. That's right. Be like Mike. It's a minute long. I can't do it without getting copyright. We can remember it, though, fondly. Oh, that is music. It's going to be bad. Let's see. Oh, you know what we can do? This will be fun. This will be fun. We could do it like this. I think we can do it like this. Wrong button, dumbass. Hey, there you go. You know what you're doing. This one. Where the fuck? You can tell I'm a little rusty. Okay, somebody must have added. This must be recreated. Did they add, like, fucking jungle music to that bullshit? Maybe that's what's... Is that what's on it? Oh, I've got it fast! Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. I was like, why is it so quick? Okay, that's enough to get me copyright struck already. That was fun. That was fun. Hey, I'll be listening in the back. Koss with a K, like a hard K. Okay, Koss. So we got. So I gotta go back through this now. Okay, I gotta start up here. Let's see, we got Thaddeus Koss. That's a powerful name. I like it. Nerthan Thumpson, as I already said. The Turtle Moves. We got Irish Dublin Girl. How you doing? How you doing out there? Wait, I'm small now. I'm a tiny little man now. I know a tiny little man. Whatever. Damien McAlpine. McAlpine. I like it. If that's a real name, that's pretty awesome. Damien is, you know what? I have a character in EVE Online who's named Damien. Damien's a powerful name. And I know a Damien outside of interwebs. Dib. Yes, you got a wrench, Dib. Now fight for honor. You know the rules. Everybody gets a timeout. Wow. Use discretion. Some of those people that were in FTFE's chats yesterday might not have needed any discretion. I'm sure a few of them got hid right away. I hope you have been well, and I have been, Mr. Andrew Stoll. I've just been not here where I want to be, like with you guys, and that's what I'm working on. But I had a lot of work, and I'm finally, like, the temperature dropped for a few days, and I was able to like actually catch up a little bit and be like, whew, I can get some work done. And I think I realized the other day I had that moment where you're sitting there and you're like napping or something, and your like eyes open up and you're like, oh. Like, business owners will get this. My taxes were paid, but I think I'm late to file. So I got to figure that out in the next week or so and plead forgiveness and all that from the tax gods. Vegas, baby girl, how you doing? Some of you did get some wrenches. I don't want people that didn't get wrenches to feel bad that they didn't get wrenches. I recognize all of the faces in here. And, you know, like, a lot of you are awesome repeat people all the time. But I am trying to not... Listen, you know that whole, like, putting the... Have I been in the stream long enough that I can swear? Because I'm just making sure that, you know, I'm monetizable. But you know that whole putting the pussy on a pedestal thing from 40-Year-Old Virgin? I'm trying not to put the moderators on a pedestal, okay? Listen, just let me make up whatever excuses I can. Not everybody gets to be a moderator. But I recognize all of you. People like Clive Wells and that poor Adam L over there who's still not blue, and Adam Stroll or Adam Stoll, Andrew Stoll. Fuck. And you got Skits Crasher over here. Maybe he does have a he or she or... Man, look at me just assuming pronouns too. Cancel. That's it. Just cancel me. Cherry Pie. Aw, somebody... Oh, I'm a hardcore white supremacist? I don't know. I don't know about that. Did that person get hit? I mean, that's probably... Are you a hardcore white supremacist? You know what? I wouldn't say that I'm a hardcore. Maybe just like... You know how there's like regular Velveeta cheese and then there's like light Velveeta cheese? I mean, it might be like light hardcore. I don't think I can continue this joke any further. You're going to get removed if you're asking dumb questions. Nobody in here is actually what people accuse them of, and somebody's a shit peddler out there. So that's really all I'm going to say about it. There's a person whose name doesn't need to be mentioned because he's a tiny little man. Tiny little man. Poor guy. He does, hey, listen. He streams more than me. So he gets a few more viewers than I do at times. But you know what? I get to look in the mirror and know that I'm not a piece of shit at the end of the day. So that's just, it's one of those things that you just got to live with, I guess, A freaking wrench would be wasted on me. I wouldn't pay attention enough to use it. Well, Andrew Stahl, I appreciate your candor. Oh, yeah, no, cherry pie was rude. It's probably strawberry harpy. Something like that. I don't know. She was upset that her DMs got revealed after she tried to let Unirock use them as... Hey, wait, listen, we're fucking talking about drama here. Hold on, put that fucking... Okay, so, moving forward, we're going to talk about different drama today, okay? Not that many more. What are we talking about here? I'm sitting in the background. Oh, Cologne. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that ever. I want to say colon, like asshole colon, and I don't mean that I think you're one. I just mean that that's how I want to pronounce that, and it just doesn't seem to work out for me. Wrench comes with responsibility. Who does not get it should not get it. Wait. Oh yeah, but Adam L. I mean, yeah, no, I get it. I get. Fuck. Sorry, that actually made me laugh. I like what you did. There's a lot of get it's, but I don't want to get it. You can get it. You get it? You should have ended it with "you get it," like a question mark at the end, and then it would have just been topped right up. So that's, if people don't know what we're talking about, it's that chat on the side. Go for it. What we talking about? What I was calling you? No, I didn't mean I want to call you colon. I just mean isn't that how it's spelled? I'm looking this up now. Colon. Yeah, that's how you spell colon. Okay, I'm not hallucinating this shit. Okay. That's how you spell it. Anyways, okay. So I did invite an Aussie on today to talk about this with me. And the son of a bitch never got back to me. I'll see if somebody else wants to come on. But in the meanwhile, okay. I just showed off my poop beaver icon. Oh man, that poop beaver icon is epic. I don't ever want to take away your coiled up turd beaver. And if people don't know what we're talking about, if you actually look at the little chat stream or on the bottom, wherever it is, some members have been members long enough that they get a warrior beaver. It's a noble warrior beaver. I have to tell you, it is a pretty staggeringly awesome beaver. But when you shrink that beaver down to the tiny little icon, it becomes a coiled up turd because you can't see the tiny little hammer in his arms, and then he's wearing a little vest ready for battle. It's adorable, but it just, you can see it a little better when you actually use it as a emoji, which, oh God, I need more emojis. I'm sorry. It's so busy. I got credit card bills. I got to catch up. So I was doing work. Okay. But listen, right now I had colons up on the screen because, we were having that conversation. Everybody remember, get your colon checked. It's only healthy. Okay. Just please. Anyways. Okay. So where's it? Colon is the one who's usually getting it, and it'd be nice if he did. Nice. Thanks, Adam. Colon, we'll talk later. I try to hand him out, not during the stream, Sup, Brainy from Frank Perry. Okay, Booma from Blackrod. I'm an Aussie. Oh, yeah, okay, Booma. Well, you know what? I'll have to maybe get you on next time, because I guess we're kind of on right now, and I've got everything all set up now. But we could always, Hey, join my Discord. I was shouting out to the world a little while ago, going, anybody got an Aussie I can use? I need an Aussie. Oh, it's a turd. Yes, Danny, you are 100%. That is 100% coiled up poop when you look at it like that. Absolutely. In fact, the lines line up. It really is. When you look at it, it's a coiled up turd. Oh, my God. Yep. So anyways, let's talk about Friendly Jordies, everybody. This needs to be talked about. Oh, no. Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I was asking somebody if they wanted to come on. They can't because they're busy. And he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I was like, whatever. Okay, so now we're just talking bullshit. But let's talk about Friendly Jordies. Now, I know that I displayed this to some of you guys on, this is still louder than I want it to be. Is it even playing for you guys? Oh, fuck. I've had music this whole time in my goddamn ears. Listen to this. So now we have the first tech failure of the night. And we got that out of the way. You guys are like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's too loud. Like, Beaver's going crazy. First time on your stream. Hi, Brainy. Alan Steele. Well, please give me more than a couple minutes. You tuned in for, like, a technical problem. Not uncommon, by the way, on this channel. But what we're about to do is we're about to talk some bullshit. Because I got Mr. My brain has just failed itself. Friendly Jordies. Mr. Friendly Jordies. Actually, what the fuck is his whole name? I know his name. I've seen it. It's, well, we have an article here that I can bring up. Where is it? Well, there's two people involved here, so... See, Mr. Lanker is actually his producer. That's this guy. We're going to go over that in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the setup, okay? We're going to build this up, okay? We're gonna let you guys know. I'm just, by the way, if you got something to say to me and you definitely want me to see it, adding me goes a long way. I know for some people on mobile, it doesn't give you that nice big, like, oh, you know, when you hit like @BR and it's like, oh, here's the person, and that makes it super easy. But if you do try to like even make like a copy paste of the @Brainy Beaver, it does help me see it because I get a big orange display. So that's a nice thing. Because, yeah, hi, Brainy, first time on your stream. Yeah, Alan Steele, that did pop out at me because I'm trained for my name, I guess, at this point. Welcome to the Beaver Hut, says Minus. The Beaver Hut. Did we name it the Beaver Hut? I don't know, Minus. We got to talk about copyright infringement now. Jordy Shanks? Yeah, that's right. His last name is Shanks. That's right. Jordan Shanks. Yeah, that's right. Shanks? Jesus. Is he related to another Shanks? I'm just kidding. Okay, so, if anybody doesn't know... There was a bit of an arrest that occurred here. Now, I'm going to turn this music goddamn well down because it's starting to bug me now. So anyways, there was this arrest that occurred. And I'm going to jump into the middle of it. And then we're just going to have a little taste test. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this, okay?
No, you can take my phone. No, take my phone. Take my phone. Don't do What the fuck?
Which is, by the way, one of the calmest what the fucks I've ever heard in my life. Let's just give homage to that what the fuck. I really, like you guys, I hope you feel the same way I do about that. Like, it's, first of all, this was people burst into their home trying to grab that phone, and then you just get this very calm, very, very conserved what the fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is, to say the least, I think the appropriate words for the situation. So, he threatened legal action through the papers, but never followed through. Well, actually, I think he did, though, eventually, because I can show you that, too, actually. So, to give you a little bit of, like, he was being arrested. And then that all happened, and we're going to get back to that. So, let's build the story here, okay? So, I'm actually going to open his channel to do that, like this. So if we go back in his stuff, and you go back, I mean, obviously he's a political comment. I'm going to hit videos so I get it in the right order. He's a political channel. I mean, Australian politics, and I can't talk today, apparently, so we're just going to have to manage through that, because I'm streaming. That said, he's been attacking, I guess it'd be right-wing politics in Australia, but a lot of it, the media there is being controlled by I think it's, oh man, my brain is not functioning today at all, guys, and I apologize for that. Who's the Murdoch? It's the Murdoch, media group, and they control most of the media. So actually, I have an example right here, actually, that we're going to go over just to show you kind of some slant. I haven't really read this one very much, but it seemed a little bit more neutral. This one is just sucking somebody off. But yeah, so we're going to cover that. But what I want to go at here is I want to show that he's been commenting on politics for a while, but he also has some funny things. Like, man, this was funny. Like, you guys know that British, Australian politics are crazy? Yeah, I know they are. Is there any more behind-the-scenes drama going on? Are we talking about are we talking about that other stuff, like like one rock kind of items? Because Joe Bud, if we are, no, there isn't. There never really was to begin with. Just somebody throwing nuggets at walls. But anyways, so we have beautiful comedy pieces like this, and I think that if you've seen the person he's making fun of, I think you know exactly what he's making fun of here.
A prominent car journalist on Channel 4's smash hit series Inefficient Money Pits for 15 years until I was unceremoniously booted off for my rather mild criticisms of Prince Philip's steering technique. I think it's fair to say I've driven.
He pretends to have he does that guy that does car reviews.
I'd be reviewing the mighty McLaren 720S Spider. I instantly upgraded my sentiments from jolly good to smash.
But it was funny. He just goes around corners and shit.
Look at this. An air conditioning unit hot enough to combat those merciless Scottish winters and cold enough to fend off those blistering Newcastle summers. 9 degrees.
Anyway, so there is some comedy here to be had, okay? Rupert Murdoch? Yeah, Rupert Murdoch, thank you. Yeah, my brain just gave up there for a minute. I've had a very, very long last 4 or 5 weeks. Even yesterday, I got home from work, had a rest, ate some food, and then right into a bee suit out at the bees. Sometimes busy time, you know? So you gotta make hay while the sun's out. Hey, Brainy. Hey, Professor. How's it going? Adam L. So I'm just making sure the chat's up to date. Aussie Top Gear, basically, right? So, anyways, getting out of his comedic fashions, I think he's goddamn hilarious when he does actual expose style things on things, because they dig quite hard actually. So he started going after when there was forest fires and Bruz and them weren't the government there, in his opinion, wasn't doing enough to stop the deaths of all the koalas. So you can see examples here. Copycat koala killer. Oh, I'm not large there. Copycat koala killer. That's off the screen a little bit to the right there, that one. But yeah, here's more, just fires and stuff you can see. But yeah, so a lot of it's political, but it's actually pretty funny in my opinion. But let's get to the meat of this. So he's been making fun of this John Barilaro character, right? Jeremy Clarkson impersonation. I can't remember the name of the guy. He's British, is the one. It's Top Gear, I think. It was that. Well, Top Gear. That guy was in Top Gear. He's a really funny guy. What happened to his family was terrible. Actually, it was. Well, it's not. Well, we'll get into that. It's actually the producers. His producer that gets attacked, because of course attacking him would probably be a little too high profile. So of course they went after the producer, right? Trying to make it so people won't work with him would be my opinion. Of course, none of this has been proven in a court, and it is all hearsay and opinion. So just to give my little legalness. But let's get into this. So there's a back and forth between Barilaro and him. But this is where it really got funny. And this is where I think, much like my own situation with it's going to be funny, okay, so. Much like my own entanglement with a certain one-rocked person, there's always this key moment where somebody gets sand in their vagina. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. The vagina is more of it's more of an idea than an actual tangible thing in this case. You know what I mean? So they get sand right up in there, and I just, I don't physically have one, but I know emotionally a sandy vagina is a really shitty thing to have. It's very upsetting, So there's this moment where they just get really, really sandy, and then that's when they really get angry and they start doing things, right? Vegas baby girl, thank you for joining the Woodcutters. Oh my goodness. I wonder if you're gonna get that music. We're gonna make sure. I don't know if you get it twice. You guys tell me if that echoes, whenever, but because I don't know if I'm supposed to pump that to you or it comes through already. But Vegas baby girl joining the Woodcutters, thank you very much. I hope to do you proud. I'm going to try my hardest, okay? Now, Now my brain is off target. So yeah, so there's always this Sandy V moment, this tangible moment where it all just I hate it when that happens, says Irish Dublin girl. See, we all know that emotionally and mentally that a sandy vagina is a universal thing. See, we don't need to have sexism to embrace this idea. So basically there's this key moment where all of a sudden their ideas shift and their attitude shifts. Glass Monster's become a member. That must be like I think that's an old one when that does that. I thought he changed his name. Maybe it is still Glass Monster. But Glass Monster, thank you as well, sir. I actually was about to reach out to you the other day, but I got a little busy, so I'm going to do that. I was actually sitting on your Discord just kind of poking around there. So quick question. Is this all an opinion? Yes. No, not really. I mean, I'm going to show you stuff, but my opinion of what's right and wrong in this case, yeah, maybe. I'm not afraid to admit that, though. So here we go. Are we talking about the Sandy V thing? Is this all an opinion? Well, yeah, this is my opinion on how the emotions behind Sandy V's work, okay? It needs more Vagisil. That's right. And again, this is like figurative Vagisil, not literal Vagisil, okay? Yeah, you guys are on the same target. So there's this key moment, okay? So much like all these adversarial things, there's this moment where everything gets sandy. Let's just leave it there. So I believe, okay, everybody, I believe personally that this is the sandy moment for Mr. Barilaro, okay? And I want you guys to review with me just for a minute. And listen, Mr. Franks, yeah, wait, did I say Franks? I don't know why I said Franks. Wait, what's his name? Is Shanks, right? Yeah, God damn it. So he already failed. He's like, nope, copyrighted. So Mr. Jordy, Mr. Friendly Jordy, if you or your team is watching, don't copyright strike me. I'm going to try to get people to maybe go and give you a donation, maybe. I donated a little bit of my money to the cause, and I do think that it's worthwhile. Do you have sand in my crack? I do have a sandy crack. I've never even denied it. My crack is so sandy. Ooh, it's sandy. It's full of all these, like, tiny little rocks. Like one rock a piece, like a uni rock or something. Anyways, so I'm just having fun with it. We're all moving on. This is great. I think this is that moment. This is that key moment where this all turned into the sandiness. Okay, and I think that you guys, I'm gonna play just a little bit. I think I just need to play. I don't know, first minute maybe, anyways, and you'll probably get an idea of why he got so sandy. Well, thank you, Vegas baby girl. That is a very big deal to me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. I hope to do you proud, and I mean that sincerely. I think you'll find that if you talk to people like Minus who have been supporting me for a while, that they're more than happy with doing it. Anyways, let's not get me off target because squirrels are everywhere. Okay, everybody. So, yay, baby girl. There you go. So let's all just review this for a minute. Mr. Friendly Jordies, please don't copyright strike me. Although your music might really do me in. I guess we'll just see what happens. Wait, what I'm gonna do is go like this. La 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 la. Beautiful music. We're just gonna mute that for a second here. Just gonna. Don't need to. New song. Oh, okay, is he saying things? God damn, he's saying things yet?
Oh, what the
Chris, this guy's been getting upset because he's been making him out to be Super Bros. Anyway, so moving into where the video really starts is right here.
Celebrating French writer de Balzac once said that behind every great fortune lies a great crime. I didn't know he said that, I just remember Chris Rock misquoting it once. The point is, it's very easy to look at plutocrats like Gina Reinhardt.
We're gonna try to avoid a copyright claim. I don't know how he does it. That's gotta be a copyrighted song.
Rupert Murdoch, Max Homophobe has clearly gotten away with public mutilation. And come to that conclusion. But asterisk, behind fairly impressive fortunes, like many, many dumb little annoying crimes perpetrated by
Please don't sing, says Webart.
annoying people, aka the Italian stallion, or Shetland pony rather, Giovanni Dominique Barilaro. Now you might be thinking, oh no, he's in a bath naked. Can't you make something that isn't crude so I can show my mum? Don't you worry. We're not here to talk about my big fat wog cock. We're here to talk about another big fat wog cock.
So I think, yeah, I hope he says it right away.
Now that we're comfortable, John Barilaro is a man who's...
So I do want to skip to where he says the part. He's got to say it here. Like, where is it?
Brazamia! He's a con man to the...
Okay. Gotta be right here.
Your response to the Berejiklian bushfires.
I should have found the spot ahead of time, but what I want to tell you right now is he's in Barilaro's home right now in one of his estates, and I'm trying to find the part where he says it, and it's awesome.
During the bushfires, well, like all these other actions in life, stupid as fuck and very funny. Like the rest of us, he didn't know exactly what to do, but knew that the first step was to get mad at the people who had been attempting to warn him about the fires for the last decade.
Oh, but Braz, I'm a visual learner. They should have turned what was going to happen into a movie. Then I would have paid attention.
He blamed the national parks. One of the men most responsible on Earth, know your ball, make the planes for hazard reduction burns from 30.
Well, it's actually really long, and I didn't realize how long it was going to be, but he points out... Actually, I think it's in this article. It's right there. Like, he's in his house, and he says, I screwed in your house. Like, he says he screwed a bunch of chicks in there and stuff. So it's like, I guess Barilaro rents his estate out in the summer. And so they rented it, and they shot an episode in it. Yeah, here.
I'll make sure I get my money's worth.
Oh, yeah, there. That's probably it right there. Oh my god, here it is.
Lavish amount of money he charges to stay here, so if you could help us out by signing up to Patreon, that'd be great, because
This hurt?
It wasn't cheap.
There's a $750 cleanup bill to give you an idea.
Holy fuck. Holy shit. I mean, remember, the cleanup bill's always just like a fraction of what it cost.
Anyone would think someone shaped the laws to legalize that level of extortion. But don't worry, I'll make sure I get my money's worth.
Oops. Seeing as we're here, though...
Full disclosure, that was not... they brought that vase with them and everything. But I do want the part where he says that he's in his house. Gotta be right here.
just a fat, decadent con man that by the grace of the gods was put in his position to ransack the empire for all it's worth. And yet he's offended by being portrayed as an Italian steroid. Comparison deeply offensive. As not even your first house. Your second house. A second house that's so big it has a second and third house on it. Like Mars's 2 moons that just got attracted into its gravitational pull. And might I just say, those spare houses are real nice, Giovanni. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you now. Because as you've probably gathered, or haven't because you're...
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I'm filming at your estate. And I want you to be the first to know that I f***ed in both your guest houses. What is it your mate Ben Fordham always says? Politics is a dirty game.
Night-night, Mr. Andret.
Even with my track record of what I've done in your houses, still nowhere near as dirty as what you've done to get them. Surely you should know that...
So, this, I believe, was the moment that... this was the moment that it all kicked off, I think, for these two. You know, that this... You know, we all have our David and Goliath moment, our Sandy V moment, if you will. For certain other people, it's just basically other people existing and being happy, I think. For people like him, it's banging people in his house. We all have different Sandy V moments, you know. But this was Barilaro's, I believe. So then when we move forward from here, we're gonna just progress forward. They eventually get threatened to be sued. But actually, I think I'm jumping too far ahead. First, I think we'll jump into here.
What?
Here we go. I don't know if he uses enough Mario goddamn sounds to get me a copyright claim, but we'll find out.
Oh! This is a Luigi, but not just any Luigi.
Oh my God.
A girl Luigi, because I heard a nasty rumor, and because this is a law fair. But I'm on a legal law, Luigi.
I'm not actually a real lawyer.
Oh my God. Oh, you just got it, I see. So he was at a university, and they surprised him.
Why you did this? Why you did this? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Hey, you come on. You cannot touch him. Do not use a move. Hey,
Oh man, this music has got me a claim already, I'm sure of it. See if I got an email yet. Oh my God, there's so much Mario in there. Nintendo's a bunch of bastards when it comes to claiming things. Just so
the man from the bush. A bush. A bush. Yes, man from the.
So, one thing I want to point out here. Actually, no, the perfect part is coming right here. Never mind. So just please watch.
Bush in Sydney. I like your house in Rushmore Bay.
I like your house in Rushmore Bay.
Johnny! Yes! Why you not talking to me? You don't answer your phone!
So, okay, so here's Crisco. Cristo, right? Crisco sounds way better. Totally sizzling. That's what I'd say to the name Crisco. But this is great, Brainy. Well, thank you, Damien McAlpine. This is actually not, I mean, technically this is not my content, so I would like everybody, if they do think this is great, to go and check out Friendly Jordies' channel, because he is the gentleman that has made this content, and he deserves all of the credit for it. Now, what I am trying to do is build a case for you, so that you understand what has occurred that has led to what we're about to watch in full unedited form. But I wanted to kind of bring you in like this, right? So, but I want to point out that this is the producer that has actually been targeted by the government in this case, and I'm going to say the government because he's the government.
John, I've got some documents you might want to see. I gotta get out of here. I got an Italian class. Yes, that is the song. This is the song. Why don't you sit over on the edge? Why don't you relax? This is your son. I'm allowed to go through. You're not ruining our bloody event, so you can do your YouTube 9. Why don't you go away and let us do our bloody university event?
Come on! We're having fun! Hey, where's the rest of the gang?
You're not.
What did you say?
You're not allowed to film.
No, I am.
You're not.
I am allowed to film.
I got a mic now. Why don't you say it? John, say it to me. No. John, why don't you say it? Why are you John, why did you say it before? Just say it in my bell. Yeah, just say it before. Leave it, please. This is actually a public
You know what? I'm going to call security.
Oh, please do. I'm not allowed to
call
be
a bloody
here.
cops.
I'm allowed to be here. I just want to see what did John have to say? I got a club that you could get trapped. What about a water registry? What about a water registry? What about a water registry you can vote against John? How about some more forests you can find?
So do you guys think that...
So, anyways, obviously, I think that he's there. Now, here's the only thing I need to add to this. I'm pretty sure that he's at an event with people that want to hear Barilaro speak. So, of course, they were laughing at first, but of course, in general, they're not really on his side. So, that makes sense. Shut up! Who we talking about? Rumple Thorskin? I like the name, by the way. That's very, very good. I'm jealous of some of your names out there, just so you all know, because you guys are the thinkers. I'm telling you. No, I'm not being sarcastic right now, by the way. I'm actually serious. It's I like a good sense of humor, you know. But anyways, so what we have here is this. Now, I didn't stop it because I wanted you to see it, and I think that he's not done being potentially assaulted because they did push him. Now, he's definitely trying to get in there, but as you can see the entire time, you can actually see how he has his hands up, and he's being non-aggressive. Like, if you...
Why don't you sit over on the edge?
Why don't you relax? He's assault.
He's doing it with an Italian accent right now.
You're not ruining our bloody event, so you can do your YouTube 9. Why don't you go away and let us do our bloody university event?
No, it's all good. So there's that, and then here, let's just get this last little bit.
That people should interrupt other people's events. Do you guys think out there in the YouTube world that we can have events that are uninterrupted, or you just think you own all our events?
Thanks so much, man.
I mean, I agree with him to an extent. The problem is that this person has a platform that other people aren't allowed to access. This government official has a platform, and he keeps criticism away. And I believe now I wanted an Australian on to say this, so it wasn't a Canadian boy. But I think I saw on Creaky Plander, but I don't remember. I really think I've seen this before, but I don't know where. Well, I mean, I showed a little bit of the one arrest. I got Team to show it, but he probably doesn't remember. He was a little intoxicated. But now I agree. But the thing is, the problem is that you can't get Mayor Baralara, and the press coverage in Australia is pretty well known to be pretty rock tight for the government when they want it to be. So you're not going to get the ability to make these arguments in another setting. So while I agree that, you know, it was a private event at a public venue. So, you know, as long as they didn't go and like actually break in or actually like circumvent some sort of security, then I think they have every right to have done what they did. Because I do think that journalism and critique needs to be protected. To a degree. You can't make shit up. Somebody's gonna clip the fuck out of that already. Anyways, people who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. People who don't, you don't need to know. I think, yeah, he gets escorted out anyways.
That was entertaining.
No worries.
That was fucking
Legend,
hilarious.
mate. Nice to meet you.
Should we get a bit of a group photo?
Hell yeah. Yeah, you can, boys.
Group photo. Chris, that's a group photo with him. Now this is legend.
Can we rock and roll this out the front? It's not in here.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
John, why are you threatening to sue us? Why are you threatening to sue us? Why?
Okay, so at this point, John was already threatening to sue them. That's right.
He's threatening to sue. Don't you
Why
think
don't you stop talking over our events?
Because
Why don't you leave the
he's
event
threatening to
alone?
take money from my...
Am I insinuating the team drinks a lot? No, I'm insinuating that on Whiskey Wednesdays, all the shit goes south. No, he knows I love him. I mean, it does sometimes because whiskey makes us, makes us a little loose. Moving forward. Let's see here. Large viewer, little me, big me, little viewer. Got it. Yeah, Murdoch Media. It's like 95% of Australian media is owned by Murdoch Media. There you go. It was the producer's university. He was allowed to be there. Exactly. So thank you very much, Professor. And that's what I thought, too, because he's a university student. And that's what leads us to the next thing, which is even better, because you probably know what leads to his arrest, and it makes it even more fantastic. God forbid you be a journalist that's also, in the same area as a fucking politician. So I don't know if there's anything else to cover as far as the lead up. What I'll do is I'll come back into here. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I'd love to cover. The lawsuit begins, ? So they don't get served.
Because of recent events, I think that it's time for another emergency broadcast. I'm really sorry to do this because what we were going to release today anyway was an emergency broadcast, Depop drama. Someone needs to cover that. But when the press knows more than you about the second biggest defamation case in the country, I'm just making a public announcement now. John, can you serve me?
I had to find out in the press. What am I? A murder victim? Jesus, it's like the night crawler's coming before the cops. Where's my paper saying that I'm getting sued? Come on, you pussy, send it to me. I've had neighbours standing at my house even when I'm not there saying, hey, has there been any, guys with a briefcase looking rather suspicious and like that guy from The Simpsons with the blue hair and little glasses? I can't say that I've seen them, Jordan. Well, are you going to serve it to me? What's going on here? God, this is a sloppy operation, isn't it? The legal system of Australia. Bah! So anyway, I just needed to say all that and get that off my chest because I don't have a lawyer at the moment, so I think it does need to come to me personally, and I would like to stop reading about my legal options and what the case is from a bunch of hit pieces in a newspaper that wants me to lose. It would be nice to have a nice little objective sheet of what's going on. Hashtag just saying. I'm also hashtag just saying a bunch of other stuff today as well, because the other thing that I think is a bit sad-facey is that I think I got more articles last week again than Jodi McKay, the opposition leader of the biggest state in the country, the usual circuit that the press does.
That's amazing, isn't
which
it?
is make me more famous.
Dave Rose, sorry, that's an E at the end. You're smelling the vanilla.
Than her, and then say, why aren't you disavowing him? Look at him, he's such a monster. No one knows who Jodi McKay is. Everybody reading that is thinking, I would really like this person to disavow Jordan, your readers, I'm assuming. But who the is Jodi McKay spelt with an E? Her name's spelt with an I, by the way. There's no E there. I would just like to say my condolences to you, Jodi. I think that you were given a really hard shot, even by the usual SMH bullshit of...
Anyways, so moving away from his content and trying to cover the story at large here. So moving from there to... So he doesn't even know if he's getting sued at this point, but he keeps hearing about it, I think, in and I think this
A lot of people have been...
No, this one is just him covering news stories. Okay. And then moving forward, here's where he goes and actually gets his lawsuit finally. I think they had to phone them, actually. Where is that? It's right here. Hold on. Christo phones. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, I got this. Here we go. Yeah, baby! Dave Rose, I appreciate you smelling that goddamn vanilla. Okay, so... sorry, let's just make it straight. Jordan's writer Christo. I want to say Crisco. God damn, I'm hungry. Jordan's writer Christo decided to phone John's lawyer in order to find out what Jordan was being sued for.
Hey, is this Paulie from Mark O'Brien Legal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm going to be recording and publishing this phone call. I know you had a bit of trouble understanding the rules.
He already hung up. So they couldn't even get a hold of them.
Hey, I'm recording this call. I am representing my boss who's being
oh, thank you, Bella.
Sued
Wait,
by one of your
these
clients.
must just be recurring things.
I was wondering if
Bella, thank you. I don't know if it's I don't know why those come up. A member for 4 months. Oh, maybe it's just giving people acknowledgement. Bella has been a member for 4 months. Woo!
If I could speak to the lawyer responsible.
Yay, Bella!
Paul Svillens.
Okay, can I get your name, please?
Yeah, Christo.
Sorry, what was that?
Christo, Kristo.
Here it comes, I bet.
Okay, just 1 moment, Christo.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Christo, he's not available at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yeah, I called him and he seemed to hang up. We're just trying to get served. We haven't got served yet. It seems to me that you guys have been dropping to the media and stuff, but we don't know what we're being sued for yet, so it's a bit strange, you know? We just want to organise a time to get served, really.
Okay, sure. Can I get your phone number and I'll get someone to phone you back?
Yeah, I would prefer it if it's Paul Svillens, because since he's the one that sent us the unsolicited letter. So So my letter is my number is.
I don't know if they.
Bit weird. Like, could you get him to call me back soon? Because we're really under the pump with this stuff. You know, it's really throwing a spanner in the works, and we'd appreciate it if you'd extend some courtesy so we knew we weren't in the dark. Because you've obviously had enough time to inform the Sydney Morning Herald, the Guardian, the Australian.
Another call coming through.
Oh, really?
So I'll pass it on to Paul for you.
Really, not enough time to talk to me. Like, we're being.
So, like, the thing is, they weren't getting sued, weren't getting served. Of course, which I think they actually only have so much time by law to serve them.
Here we go. Paul's here.
So eventually they went down to get served. And now remember, there was a thing he points out that in Australia you have to serve somebody by hand. They had like look at this.
Just take a look at this. We found this guy on the CCT footage that Christo set up the night before. This is 6:45 in the morning. Look at this crab directly from Harry Potter. You want to know what happened to the kids after? You're looking at one of the main characters at least. Look at this man. Duh, I'm here to send you a letter. What's in that box? I can see my reflection. This oaf was lumbering around for 10 minutes. This is the incredible thing about that man. Quieter than a mouse. How? That man looks like he was born that size. As if that man was designed for anything.
So they've got people hunkering around their house. This guy, he shows up. This is so funny, guys.
Faces and even more wigs.
You guys.
Hello!
I'm trying to see Jordan.
You're the Don!
You're Jordan? Oh, okay.
I know you're the Don!
Yeah.
This is the house owner!
Pardon?
House owner! My name, Mr. No Police!
Yeah, there.
This is not the Jordan! Jordan live here, but he not here! Can you just excuse me? Come back! You seem like a nice man! I have some
So
lemons for you!
this is essentially what leads to Crisco getting. Guys, fucking Jesus Christ! Apparently, I really want like fucking pie or something.
Clearly, Paul's villains had hired the best of the best. True geniuses. I mean, the man momentarily did actually think I was an old Greek man. You could go back and look at that footage. He was actually sitting there being like, look, you tell Jordan over in here, all right? So, after the two stooges came, you can just imagine what the report back to the lair that is Mark O'Brien legal would have looked like.
So anyways, they go and collect it in person because there was actually... Oh, I can't remember what they actually got there. Or, anyways, I'm not going to watch this whole thing. You definitely can go watch these videos on his channel, and I think you should go do it. But they show up to try to get served here, finally, at the actual legal offices.
No, unfortunately, we can't get an appointment, but we just need a document handed over really quickly. It's overdue by a week, so it really shouldn't take longer than a second. Crafty, aren't they?
Oh, and did I not thank the super chat that came in a long time ago? Let me double check that, guys. I feel like I missed that. Oh no, it was just the member, Vegas Baby Girl. Okay. If I missed a super chat, just yell at me.
Isn't it? Now, they can go a week with putting all the juicy bits out to the press without letting us know why I'm getting sued. And all they have to do now is open this door. We don't even have to come inside the office. We can stand on neutral territory, which is this corridor, get the paper, and we'll be out of their hair. We want this to go on as long as they do as well, because it would be nice to know what I'm getting sued for instead of reading hostile papers slant on why I'm getting sued.
Oh, that's got to be copyrighted music. Am I not correct? Maybe he has epidemic sound. Let's only hope, everybody, he has epidemic sound, and then I'd be okay. I mean, it's very common. Maybe he does.
Oh, you're a big man, Paul. Thanks so much.
I serve you here with the originating application, the statement of claim and the assets.
Oh, thanks so much. And
It's ridiculous.
Paul, can you call an ambulance for me? Paul, my hand. You can't just leave me like this. Have you no heart?
I don't know. I think it's funny.
Well, we got everything we needed. All right, let's see.
Suit isn't well. Yeah, but you use the legal system to settle civil lawsuits, so
What's in this?
it's still legal. I think you're thinking criminal versus civil.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul.
But what we're leading to could be criminal for Bar-a-Laro.
Sadly, Mr. Swillens did not call an ambulance and left a fresh amputee wallowing in his own sorrow at the front of his office.
So anyway, we have this now. Okay, so moving forward in time. Oh my goodness, moving forward in time, everybody.
For
Here we
legal
go.
reason.
Let's 5 New Zealand, whatever the hell those things are. You have money like my money. Does it have windows? I think it has windows. My money has windows too. Thank you for your windowed money, Bella. I'm making assumptions now. You haven't gotten back to me. Comedy fucking gold. I agree, Damien McAlpine. McAlpine? I don't know. I feel like I'm butchering it, but maybe. Oh my God! I have to tell you all. So I was finishing a service call today. Bum 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 bum. Trying to find my music. That's good music. I know. Everybody's really concerned that they're gonna miss out. I know. I'm aware. So listen, I finished my service call and I was like, yeah, business is picking up. It's been the busiest I've been since COVID started. So maybe it'll be a good way to end. COVID will be a good way to end COVID. Lots of business coming in. And then he just kind of like paused there for a second. He was like, he had to go. So I was getting in my van as he said this. And he's like, oh, yeah, you get vaccinated? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I got my first one. And the second one's in like a week. And he's like, oh, I guess we'll see how that goes. And I'm like, I just was like, oh, yeah, not a big fan. As I got to the van, he's like, no. I'm like, have a good day. Click, shut the door. Oh, man, he's one of those people that thinks we're all going to get like, we're going to die in 6 months. Just like those assholes last night. Gonna drop dead. Nah, Brainy, you're saying it right. Am I? McAlpine? Is it like, do you guys ski? Ha 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 ha. Do you like your alpine skiing? I'm so funny. You should put a link in the description box to Friendly Jordies. That's a good point. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, right now. Let me take a second. I don't put a link in all of my videos necessarily, though, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because it creates an artificial joint between the two channels sometimes, which can be not great. And that's the honest truth there. Here, let me edit the description right now. Friendly Jordies. Nobody yawn. Come on. You can do it. Don't be like Beaver. Don't be like Beaver. Man, that could be a sexist term in the right house. I think I linked it there. So check out the description. You might have to hit refresh. Am I a hockey fan? I like hockey. Like I had Jets tickets for a few years. My parents were paying for them. But I'm not like a diehard hockey fan. I don't have like hockey cards around. And I mean, you get like free merch. That's the top shelf there. You get like free merch when you've got tickets to NHL. So I mean, you show up one day and they give you bobbleheads and jersey things and little flashing things. And, fucking bobblehead around here too somewhere. There's a bobblehead back here. And something fucking fell over. This guy's missing a stick. Oh, it's probably a stick falling out of his hand, I heard. I think this is the broken one. Yep. My kids saw to that. Children, right? Anyways, but yes, I like hockey. I like hockey. It's a fun thing to watch, right? My name is from the name of the old king of Alba. Jessica Alba's good shit. Sorry, you said Alba, and it just got me thinking of Sin City. Right? Come on, I think men and women alike can get together on that one. Let's face it. I mean, I know that there's like a lot of airbrushing going on. I don't want any of the goddamn excuses. I don't care. Let's see here. Jessica Alba, Sin City. Oh yeah, it's dance rehearsal time, baby. Yeah, but it's all black and white though, and she's like, yeah, see, here we go. Boom. Let's see here. Let's get into it. Okay. Maybe I don't remember it as well as I used to. Interesting movie, right?
She grew up. She filled out.
Jesus Christ, Bruce Willis, calm down. It's like the perfect creepy asshole young grown-up girl situation. I mean, come on, I don't care who you are, man, woman, everybody can get behind well, Bruce Willis is a good-looking dude too. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are in that regard either. So I just think this is a room full of sexy. Let's face it. Look at that haggard bastard coming up. Look at that thing. Look at that guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, he knows how to punch a lady in the face, treat her real rough. I mean, if that's what you're into, don't judge, right? Like, I'm just saying. Fuck it. Oh my god. Sued by Bruce Willis all of a sudden. It's like, shh. What the fuck? Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this because we're not done with this bullshit yet. We got to finish this malarkey, if you will, even. Jessica Alba. Yeah, I know. Okay, so listen, we're gonna have a vote in the chat right now. How the hell do I do a vote? Add a stream marker. Create a highlight video. Top chat. Toggle timestamps. Participants. None of this works. Create a poll. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god, we're all getting so advanced. Oh god, this is amazing. Good lord. Okay, let's do this. Pick. Is it your with the apostrophe R-E? Like, yeah, because it's your. Like, if you were picking your Jessica, would that be like it's no, because it's you are Jessica would be the other one, right? Pick your. This would be Y-O-U-R, right? Pick your Jessica. I hate that fucking word, okay? Can't get out of town fast enough, lol, Brian. Let's see. Pick your Jessica! Wait, why are you giving me yes, no? I don't want yes, no options. Oh, okay, I see. I can remove those. Okay, so, Alba. And then the other one was Jessica, oh, what was the other Jessica, everybody's? Jessica, it was the one that was married to, God damn it, why can't I never remember these things? You guys give me the Jessica. Yeah, you are would be your, but that's not you are for that one. It's, I can't remember who I'm thinking of. It's, the one that's in the later, like, I think she's in fucking Blade eventually. Yeah, Jessica Biel, thank you. Alba versus Biel. They even have the same number of letters. Here we go. We're doing it right now, guys. We're subjectifying women, okay? It's happening today. Pick your Jessica. There you go. The poll is active, everybody. Pick your Jessica. I think it's active. I said do a poll. Did a poll show up, anybody? Oh, there's Jessica Simpson, too. But yeah, Jessica Simpson got a little big, though, so she got disqualified. I know, I'm sorry. I'm joking. We're being subjective. We're being superficial here, everybody, okay? So superficial rules stand, okay? There's the poll. Let's see what we got going on here. So far, it's 50-50. We got Alba and Beal neck and neck. Alba takes the lead. Oh, God, this is it's got me on the edge of my seat. Is this going to stay this way? Oh, and Alba separates the lead just a little bit more. We got 69-31, Alba over Beal. A-B, if you will. It all works. Okay, you guys vote on that. We're going to watch this final video. Where's my music again? Let's turn that off. So, let's let him talk it in, okay, everybody? So now you've seen what led us up to this. You've seen, oh no, Alba falls back 8%. Beal pulls up. Alba, votes for Alba coming in. We got it pulling it forward 2%. Guys, every time you vote, you guys make those adjustments smaller and smaller. It's going to get tighter and tighter, this race. But yeah, let's let Mr. Friendly Jordies.
For legal reasons, I have to keep this video as straight-laced as I possibly can. My name is Jordan Shanks, and I'm being sued by John Barilaro, the Deputy Premier of New South Wales. Up until recently, I've treated this legal problem with the levity it deserves, but in all honesty, every move I've made, no matter how ridiculous it appeared, has been both legal and considered. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the Deputy Premier, who has impulsively, maliciously escalated the situation at every turn, and in doing so, out-clowned the clown. I understood that the usual procedure for silencing dissent in a Western democracy is to outspend your opponent, legally or electorally. What I did not realize
Jessica Rabbit!
Quite literally
Holy shit, you guys, okay, hold on. Okay, listen. We have to restart this poll, okay? I'm ending this poll because it needs to be restarted. Now, I don't know when it's going to let me make another poll. Because right now it doesn't give me the poll option. The poll needs to end, everybody. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. I can... Oh. Okay, Alba won that one. But listen, we've got to do this, okay? This is... You're right. There was a disgrace that was occurring here. Okay, I missed... Okay, so there's Alba. There's Beal. And then there's Simpson. And then we've got Rabbit. Okay, so listen, you guys are right. I'm sorry. I messed up. I did not include enough of Jessica's. Okay? Pick your Jessica. Okay, we're redoing this, guys. Here it is. The new poll is up. Pick your Jessica. There are now 4 contestants. Make this shit count. We are going to let them duke it out. We're subjectifying both actual women and fake cartoon women from the fucking Roger Rabbit universe, okay, everybody? So don't get too hung up on the like she was cartoons. So you got to remember, okay, like those artists spent a lot of time on those breasts. You've got to try to remember these things and take away points for artistic horniness, okay? There's just it's almost unfair, really, to put Jessica Rabbit up against the real Jessicas. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, I'm sorry, ladies. This has been unfair to real women that are made of real contours because I've now added Jessica Rabbit, and I just, unfortunately, Vegas baby girl, I see a retracted message. I hope I'm not offending you. You look like, oh, you're a Beal voter, though. No, she's on board. Retracted message. It's like, I didn't know I was supporting a goddamn sexist. I hope nobody feels that way. This has been fun, though. Hold on, who's winning, though? Just Rabbit, straight up. You guys are assholes. I'm just kidding. How is Simpson... Listen, I gotta ask this question, okay? How is Simpson beating Jessica Alba right now? Say nothing of Jessica Rabbit. I need to know. You guys need to tell me why Jessica Simpson would be beating Jessica Alba. I've said this about women before. I'll say it again. I would suck the fart out and hold it like a bong hit from Jessica Alba, okay? It's just... gobble it up and just hold it in. That is a joke I've stolen from TV. Don't worry. You've heard it somewhere. So, Mr. Franks, please take it away again.
Thin. Australia does have its own secret police, and they get sent in very quickly, particularly when the skin is as thin as said paper.
Dick Dawson is in here. He's really uni in disguise. Don't tell Beaver I'm really uni in disguise. Shh. Hey, that name is Voldemort, sir. That name is... You can put a picture of one rock, okay? This is the universal code.
On the 4th of June, plainclothes armed officers stormed into my employee's home, violently assaulted his family, nearly killed his dog, pinned him to the ground, handcuffed him, and dragged him into an unmarked police car. If you're wondering if I've accidentally mixed up a story from Pinochet's Chile with a standard arrest in Australia, I did not. That's what his father thought, who stated at the moment of this incident, understandably panicked.
You can't do this in Australia. You can't just take someone in Australia out of their house.
He's right. You absolutely cannot. And yet they did. With unsettling arrogance, seeing as several cameras were filming what they could of the event. Imagine what they'd do if they weren't. Here's the footage.
No, I'm allowed to film it though.
No, you're not.
No, I'm allowed to film it.
No, you're not. Because you're under arrest.
Could you
I'm
film
allowed
this?
to film
Could
it.
you film this, Mum?
You can film it. That's
Yeah.
okay. But you're not allowed to. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to. No, Mum, you can take my. No, you can take my phone. No, take my phone. Take my phone. Don't do.
What the fuck?
Again, the calmest what the fuck I've ever heard. I just want to note this.
Evidence to try to run away with it. Yeah? Don't run off with evidence. Okay? Who are you doing this? You're out with... Jesus Christ.
Film this.
I am. What the fuck?
Film it. This is bizarre.
This is not Australia.
Yeah, it's marked data.
Have you got the number? You hurt a 51-year-old woman. You knocked
I
me
tripped over.
You killed my dog.
I tripped
who's
over.
old.
Okay?
No, you did not.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
pushed your way. You pushed
No,
me
no,
down.
I tripped over.
You
That's
assaulted
whatever it
me.
was.
You assaulted
Okay?
me. You
No, I
just
didn't.
assaulted me. And I've got
did.
witnesses.
We told you
I've
to
got-
hand over the phone.
I have got witnesses.
You handed it to her. I tripped over you.
You pushed
That's what
me
happened.
down in my own home.
No, I didn't.
You
I
absolutely
COVID environment. That's all.
If you do anything to my son, you will pay.
You can't do this in Australia.
Sorry?
I gotta ask my wife, Rumpel Thorskin, just to double check, because, I mean, I've been busy all week, and my wife's been taking the kids, but I'm definitely gonna be picking up a bottle of whiskey and trying to show up.
You can't just take someone in Australia like out of their house.
Make sure you don't lose it. That's all. I just want to make sure it's filmed.
I am.
On record. So
I just got assaulted.
Yeah, I know.
So, who do I ring for that?
Because I go to the con, I walk past John Barrowlar in a day, Mum. Because I go to the combine. You know what your son did to that? You don't know?
No, I want to.
You don't want to know?
Legal representation. He went to university. He went into.
You might be wondering who this brave defender of corruption at the highest...
So Mr. Jordies, I'm showing your shit to show people what happened. Please don't copyright claim me, because I mean this is a lot of your content, but it's a lot of varied content that I'm trying to show people a little selection of what I've been watching. But this was upsetting. I was annoyed to see this because of course you start thinking like when would your turn be if you were reporting something that shouldn't be reported. This is exactly what Unirock's been saying. No, wait, sorry.
Counter-terrorism and Special Tactics Command Fixated Persons Unit. But let's just focus on this point. Christo was arrested by a counter-terrorism unit. This is not an attack on the police. These shadowy figures are not the police. They are the product of the powers the coalition have handed this legalised goon squad to be their state-funded Praetorian guard under the guise of protecting you from amorphous and ill-defined boogeymen. To give you an idea of how far...
Hey, listen, I'll take the win from Jessica Rabbit, but I'm happy that you guys have so far decided that Alba is in second place, okay? Nobody can argue against those big cartoon tatties. You know, like, you know, Jessica Rabbit, she's just, you know, she's all kinds of woman. You know, that's all there is to it. Let's get a Jessica Rabbit up on the screen here. We can all just have a moment with her, okay? Because I think we just gotta unless a lot of new votes come in right away, I think we just gotta call it. Jessica Rabbit is where it's at. Now, do we want the perverts images that just came up, or or do we want? They're like, yes, we do. Man, there is a lot of fan art for Jessica Rabbit. Holy shit. That's a lot of breasts, you know, like, oh, this is fun. There, this one's fun, everybody. Here. You can't see it. Wait, let's see. Man, my screen's always like this. Here, let's see. Let's just do this. Let's do this here. There you go. That is the stuff. She is biting the fucking chain, okay, everybody? Just, I want you to acknowledge this, okay? Just listen. She's biting the chain. So if you're into that kind of Jessica Rabbit, this is your place. This is your place. Yeah, I have to fix that screen now a little bit. Oh my god. Jessica Rabbit. What a woman, you know? What a woman. That's all I can say. My wife, I think I can hear her in the other room. She's probably listening to every word I say and just shaking her head at me. But it's good. You gotta have somebody who believes in you, you know? So listen, what we need to get to now that we've covered Jessica Rabbit, is we need to get to what led to this arrest. But actually, let's let him finish his talking right here, I guess.
And now warrants the unbridled force of this self-appointed extra-legal mafia.
You know what your son did today? Do you want to know?
No, I want to.
You don't want to know?
Legal representation. Watch it. He went to university. He went into
I go to
school.
con? Yeah.
He goes to school right there.
Yeah. Yeah. He was harassing the deputy premier at a state funeral.
We'll be getting into that slip-up later, but as you'll soon discover, it appears as if the unit was acting on false information. But for now, let's continue.
So here's the real video of what happened. Wait, let's read the police report first. Where is it? No, not that. So he was at university.
Video.
Hey, John. Hey, John. I've got something for you. John, I've got a lawsuit. You're suing my boss. John.
That's one count, doing his job. In case you're wondering what the second count is, it's when he accompanied me to visit John at the end of Bruz Eternal. He's now at risk of going to jail for 3 years because of that. And here are the bail conditions. He must—
This is so fucked up, guys. Watch this.
Not approach Bruz or contact him in any way unless contacting him through a lawyer. He cannot go within 200 meters of any place John Barilaro lives or any place where he works. He can't possess or share images or caricatures of the protected persons. On a side note, isn't this joke from an older video incredible with this new context that John Barilaro now actually is a protected person?
If I could pass a bill protecting myself as a cultural icon, I would. Gladys, can I be a protected species? Oh, for the last time, John, no. Oh, but Mies, you look so pretty today.
He can't comment on the appearance or behaviour of the protected persons, and he can't participate in the publishing of content further harassing the victim. If Christo does any of that, jests about him, even dares speak his name, he goes to jail like it's the Dark Ages. So suffice to say, he has nothing to do with publishing the content of today. Christo's lawyer says these are the weirdest bail conditions he's ever seen in his entire career practicing law. And now here's the most insane part of this story. The arrest was done with absolutely no evidence. You know how I know that? Because the police haven't seen the footage I just showed you. When Christo was released, he was given a police statement of facts. Here it is. Unfortunately, though, it's not really a statement of facts because it appears...
So yeah, so we got to get into this.
Friday, the 4th of June, 2000.
So let's see, I'm going to read it because I don't want to take his content anymore. So on Friday, 4th of June, the victim was attending a funeral at St. Mary's Cathedral on College Street, Sydney, about 12:30 p.m. The funeral had ended, and the victim was returning to his vehicle, which was parked nearby on Hospital Road. The accused was seen to follow the victim for about 200 meters before approaching the victim as he approached the waiting car. The accused was filming using his mobile phone, saying, "Well, thank you very much, Holy Smalls. Fuck yeah, I was afraid you wouldn't be on. I missed you, man. I missed you guys too, and I'm really sorry I wasn't on. I worked an 11.5-hour day last Thursday, and I had every intention to be on, but you know that goes. Let's see here. I was victim for approaching the victim as he approached the waiting car. The accused was filming using his mobile phone, saying, "Deputy Premier, why are you suing my boss? And you're corrupt." The victim got into his car, and the accused rounded the car, still filming, attempting to speak to the victim through the window of the car.
21. The victim was attending a funeral. The accused was seen to follow the victim for about 200 meters before approaching the victim as he approached the waiting car. Here's the video, and it starts about exactly where Christo noticed John Barilaro. Does that look like he was following him for 200 meters?
He couldn't have been because that was the first Christo saw of John, seconds before the phone was recording. Furthermore, Christo was walking back to his own car in the opposite direction that John's vehicle was heading. How the hell could he follow John? So let's get a lie counter up. Was seen to be followed for 200 metres. That's lie 1. Also, we're going to subpoena the CCTV footage from the area. The accused was filming using his mobile phone saying, "Deputy Premier, why are you suing my boss? And you're corrupt." Okay, let's play the video.
Hey, John.
Of course, we just seen this, so if you want to see more of that, you can definitely go to his channel. And then... So, what we'll do is we'll just jump ahead to the very end of it where we're going to put this part right here. So we'll just tell you, and if you want to support this cause, here's how you're going to do it.
Our lawyer. I guess now's a good time to announce who he is. Mark Davis from Xenophon Davis, Gold Walkley winning X4 Corners journalist and the lawyer for Afghan whistleblower hero David McBride. John's thrown the full force of a civil suit against me and now he's, in my opinion, flaunting 100 years of Australian democratic norms to bring criminal charges against my employee. And Mark is going to represent both Christo and myself and also take on the cops who assaulted his family. There's a link to donate to our legal fund in the description. Donate if you can because this has gone from a legal...
I'll put the donation button, copy link address. Here, I'll put this in I'll put this in mine too right now before I forget. Legal fund for Friendly Jordies. You don't need to know. I'll make it. Kids, look away. Wow, that's a big fucking link. Is that right? That can't be right. Okay, we're gonna open it and go there. Close it. And then we're gonna be good.
Legal spectacle that exposes...
Spacebar. Legal fund. Hey, that says legal fund. That would be really kind of funny if I just left it like that. Legal fund. Because there's a D at the end. There we go. Okay, the description has been modified. Did I shop for a red dress yet? Listen. We're only at fucking 5.5, okay? When I get closer, we will shop together. I don't know. I'm going to have to, like, incognito load. That's a good idea. That's how I could do it. I think if I incognito loaded into Chrome, then you wouldn't have, like, accounts pop up and, like, usernames and stuff. So I could probably incognito into Chrome, go to Amazon, and we could shop for a nice man-sized dress for the 10K. But listen, if you want me to wear that dress, you got to put out. And what I mean by put out is you got to put out share links and things like that to try to get that dress on me, you know? I'm not... This beaver doesn't just respond to any old request, you know, to wear a fancy, smooth outfit for you guys, okay? I need to be wooed first, and the deal was 10,000 subscribers for the dress. But, I'm gonna tell you all right now, okay? This is the secret, okay? We're just gonna get real, okay? We gotta get into this, okay? Now, the only way you're gonna stop this from happening is probably to actually give me money to not do it. So, you know, is probably gonna have to do a hot tub stream, but I don't have a hot tub. So, I mean, bathtub? I gotta get a floaty. Gotta hang some lights, you know, find something pretty to wear. And then we can sit there and just, like, bob about in our bathtub for a whole stream and you know, answer some questions and just have a good time, you know? Like those good, decent girls do on Twitch. You know, the ones that you bring home to I don't give a fuck what people do on Twitch. I don't care at all. I'm just having fun with it. Hey, listen. If they can hot tub stream, I can hot tub stream. You can't tell me that women could do things that men can't. Are you sexist? Trying to tell me I can't do something because of the type of body I have? You know? How dare you tell me that... I have had requests for an OnlyFans, okay? Actually, I got an... Did I have that? Did I send that picture to anybody? I have a picture somewhere of an OnlyFans, but it's a store that says OnlyFans on the sign, and it's so funny. I think I twittered it. I twittered it. I'm so cool. Easier to type here at the moment. It's true. Who the fuck is Jessica Rabbit? Come on, Rumple. Come on, Rumple. I wanted to type Jessica Foreskin because of your name, but I didn't. Jessica Rabbit, come on.
Cigars, cigarettes, Eddie Valiant.
Well, that's Betty Boop. Hold on. Oh, here she is. Jessica Rabbit. That's gonna be copyrighted by whoever the fuck this is. See, I knew it. Come on, Jessica, come on out. Oh, wait, I can fix this. Here we go. Here. Yeah, see, Jessica Rabbit. Come on! Come on, get with it, Rumple. Get with it, Rumple Thorskin. Come on, it's the original. See, look at this. Come on, everybody's just hounding over Jessica Rabbit. But see, like, this is one of those examples of... Could you actually see through the foot? I've never noticed that before. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is... Man, you could do that in, like, an hour nowadays. It's so crazy how much effort that must have took back then. Like, this is crazy. Being able to add a cartoon, like, it just... Making it move, sure, that's the hard part. But adding it onto a scene like this, nothing.
She's married to Roger Rabbit. Yeah, what a lucky girl.
There you go. Woo! Jessica Rabbit, everybody! Everybody give it up to the winner of tonight's poll. I would say that Jessica Rabbit took it home. Okay, we just need to give her the... We're going to give her a few seconds of time at regular speed just to really... I just want to remember Jessica Rabbit as winning this poll, and this is how we're going to do it, okay? Oh, Jessica Rabbit. This video just got adult-gated for sure. Look at that. Jessica. Anyways, okay, we're moving past. Fucking Jesus. One more time. Nice. Woo, Jessica. Slow-mo the car crash bit. There's a car crash bit? Why, what happens? I'm reviewing this first. Which car crash bit are we talking about? Somebody's got a perverted mind here. Okay, I'm gonna type Jessica Rabbit car crash. Is it like just straight boobs everywhere or something, or? I'm gonna review this separately, cause I'm not dumb. So you're saying slow-mo that? Is she like straight naked at some point or something? Yeah. Slow-mo later in the movie. Well, I've got the car crash here, but are you talking about the part where she flies out of the car? Hold on. Man, do those boobs come right out? Oh my god. Yeah, they spread eagle her all over the screen, eh? That's so fucked up. You guys are fucking animals. That's so funny. She's just like this. Like, her legs are like this. She's just like... It's just, like, wide open. I mean, yeah, there's nothing there. I mean, I wonder on the high quality... like, what's... Uncut laser disc. Did this even ever come on a disc? This would have been like a tape turned into a disc. Oh, man. You can see pantyless. Yeah, definitely no panties. That's all flesh. No, you can't see. Go look for yourself, everybody. You fucking animal. Nice. It's only a cartoon. I know. Yeah, but YouTube is YouTube. They're you know. Yeah, I don't want to. Do you not remember we drew stick boobs? Cheshire's drawn stick boobs on Team Skeptic's channel and the channel got taken down by the AI. And it was literally just like a W with 2 nipples, and it was like boom, disappeared. Took like a minute. So it's actually really shocking how quick that thing can be. I mean, he like complained, like asked for a review, and it was passed. Like it was nothing. But the AI responded first. It was funny. So one thing I was going to show here before we finish this story, I guess, would be this. So now that you've kind of gotten a little bit of a view of what happened there, I'm going to get back to the ball here. Now you've gotten a bit of a view of what happened there. It gives a whole new, thing to this. Okay, so like, Friendly Jordies, how the Australian YouTuber makes money to pay for his upcoming legal battles. First of all, battles, not really been something that needs a plural, let's say. So off the bat, I would say even the title, that S could probably be dropped. But that said, okay, so with a cunning media strategy and a willing audience, Jordan Shanks' legal fund is actually looking pretty healthy, which it'll need to be. So let's dive into this shit article. Okay, so a consequence of Friendly Jordies' interest in Bar-a-Laro is that the popular Australian YouTuber has been spending quite a bit of time and money on lawyers lately. Friendly Jordies' real name, Jordan Shanks, is currently being sued by Deputy New South Wales Premier for defamation, and his producer was arrested for allegedly stalking him. So, so right there, it just already builds this case of letting you know, but I guess, informational. Okay, whatever, sure, moving forward. Shanks says the law firm Xenophon Davis is representing him. His producers also, and also his producer's mother, in a claim that police assaulted her during her son's arrest. During a video depicting his producer's arrest, Shanks made a plea for his viewers to chip in to help a legal help these legal costs. The income and fundraiser efforts of Shanks, who didn't respond to questions from Crocky, for this article, will be crucial to pay for what will likely be expensive legal costs and a potential defamation payout. How much has he made? Friendly Jordies' interest in John Bar-a-Laro has been lucrative. So like already trying to make it seem like he needs him, John Barrow, like he didn't already have an entertaining career. But with 675,000 views, it's more popular than the average video, but doesn't crack his top 10. Anyways, it goes into how many members he has, or how many. I don't think it says you can't see his members numbers, but then it goes off Patreon, and it said even if you get this much per whatever, he's making US $136,000 a year, which of course goes towards paying for his business because he has a team. But where I really need to go with this is that this whole piece. At 800 subscribers, Shanks would have netted a minimum of $49,600 from 62 episodes of the podcast since the Bruz video came out. Assuming everyone pays the lowest amount, it would likely be significantly more than that. Taken together, it's safe to assume that Shanks has earned a minimum of $200,000 US from his Patreon and YouTube accounts since Bruz came out, and will likely significantly more than that. I can't read it all today, people. Shanks also makes money from his merchandise, tickets to his live shows, and also charges for access to recordings of all his old shows. Oh. Charges for access to recordings for all his live old shows. Oh, okay. His like in-person shows. I'm like, sweet. So he fucking charges people to like play content? I'm like, I was trying to help you. Anyways, his income likely among the top creators in Australia in this culmination of years of blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the media strategy. The release of news about the arrest of Friendly Jordies producer Crisco Lankar was carefully choreographed. Was a carefully choreographed affair to maximize political pressure and raise money. On Monday morning, a public holiday, media release was sent out by Blackwaddle Media on behalf of Xenophon Davis about the arrest, which had happened more than a week before. Shanks also coordinated a release of YouTube video with a call to action for his audience to donate. There's a link in our legal fund in the description, Shanks says to the camera. Donate if you can, because this has gone from legal spectacle to blah, blah, blah. The strategy has worked. The arrest was covered by media outlets and other creators, being widely condemned, and the legal fund webpage has been shared more than 2,000 times on Facebook. Blah, 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 blah. So anyways, where I want to go with this, where I'm building to right now here is, so when I read this over, one Twitter user who said he was a retiree donated $1,000 in support, saying, "This is as much as I can do for now." Shanks and his team are the David in the legal proceedings against their various Goliaths, but thanks to a very healthy income and a willingness of his fans to chip in to help out the little guy, quote unquote, in this legal fight, may be surprisingly well funded. That's so funny. So listen, I was reading something there. That is some insane shit. And here's why. This whole thing was a bitch fest about how he raised so much money, or where he gets all the money, and willing fans and all these people help him. And when I read this to my wife looked at me and said, so in other words, they use strategy. Like, I don't understand what's the problem here. So like, it's like, oh, this was all a coordinated affair. It's like, that's how it's done. Mic drop. It's such a stupid argument, isn't it? I don't know. You tell me. And did we really kill it with Rabbit, eh? Man, we did it, everybody. Jessica Rabbit wins. That's it. But it's okay, because in my mind, she's a cartoon, and I can say that Jessica Alba still won against 2 other Jessicas that are also real. Somebody out there's like, Jessica Rabbit's real. She's as real as I want her to be. She is as real as you want her to be. Anything you believe to be true is true if you believe enough. So I just got a question for you. Should I actually make a shirt that has the quote of the year, which is, "Facts are not required for to form opinions"? I don't know if I need to tell anybody who said this. I think some of you might know. But I want to tell you that that was absolutely the best thing I've ever heard in my life. 2021, everybody. Facts are not required to form opinions. Here we are. Here we are. Hey, Brian Field. I was going to say Feld, but I'm glad I fielded it. Film equals Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Well, yeah, that's... I said Roger Rabbit. I might not have said the name of the film right. Wow, I'm way the fuck up there. I posted the OnlyFans picture. Ha! Wait, did you get it in my Discord? Where's your Discord link? Hey, Booma, here, you can get it. What's in my description of my video? Tonight I'm just gonna probably fly solo, but you know what? I don't have the meets link up and shit. So you get in my Discord and we can make this happen in the future, okay? Okay, Booma. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I'm so goddamn tired. Don't yawn with me, everybody. If you're yawning right now, it's your own fault, okay? It's your fault for believing in me not being tired. Nah, we're good. What time is it here? How long have I been running for? Hour and 32 minutes. I'm a beast. I'm a beast. I laughed so hard I pissed myself during that. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm glad. Which part of that are we talking about here? My memory's so short. It was not... Nope, it was high-def Laserdisc. It was not censored. But did they, like... I don't want to be too crude here, but did they, like... Did they, like, put detail into that shit? Because, like, the YouTube copy's pretty blurry. Like, was there, like, definition when you watched this, Holy? Is this, like, something... Is this, like, something that was, I'm a little beast? Oh, I'm so tired. Stop yawning! Ah! Breathe in. It's an oxygen thing. Love the content, Mr. Beaver. F single tone. Single tone. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. I don't know if that joke might have went over my head, Skid Scratcher. Love the contact, Mr. Beaver. F. I don't know. Is that supposed to be like an F? Like a. Is that supposed to be like the F word with like a tone? Like, brrr. I'm sorry. I am. You have to like draw a map to the joke for me sometimes, just so you know. I'm really good at making my own shitty jokes, but anybody else's, oh god. I'm referring to the cuck and fight. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Holy, I think my ADHD led me astray. Just enough. There was the definition. Just enough to enjoy. I see. Oh, the cuck and fight. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry. Okay. See, this is ADHD hard at work. Lost. But now it's all come back to me. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I get you. The cuck and fight. Yeah. Hey, just put a single stone down. Verse. You read it, right? Here, look at. This is how you do it. Watch. You just do it like this. Watch. Rock. So you do it like this. That's how you do it. Just one stone, okay? That's the best way to reference somebody without needing to say their name. Because when you say their name, they, like, leak out of the walls. And then they start, like... Oh. Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree, S. Thurston, too? Jesus, I'm terrible at names right now. Thank you very much, Skid Scratcher, for the 2 American ducats, the 2 Americanos. And holy smalls, yours were American. Bellacharge gave me these fucking New Zealand bullshit things, whatever they're supposed to be. But thank you very much. And the only thing I can say to all the American donations, not the New Zealand one though, I'm sorry, just I got to stay on target here. I think some of you know what's coming here. Okay, this is, yeah, here it is. We got this. Okay, everybody. This is in commemoration of the American donations, okay? I want you all to, and this goes out to the members as well. Listen, if you've got pounds, you know what? I guess the pounds are worth enough in the euros. Listen, I'll extend this out to all of you. But this is Bratislava, and it doesn't extend to them for sure. But just anybody knows I'm fucking around, okay? I love you all. But let's keep the joke going, okay? So this goes to the American money and anybody who's got $1 who's worth more or equivalent of a US. This discounts Canadians. I think the Australians are fucked too. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how much your money is worth. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is for you guys, okay?
Or anything goes. I think we're good. Thanks.
Oh, a nickel. You see this? I quit. I opened my own hotel.
That's right. This is for all of the American donations, okay? Anybody else, you get to think fondly of yourself, but you don't get to have that kind of respect, okay? I don't get that respect even if I donate to myself. Okay, this is just the rules. There's nothing I can do about this. The euro gets the respect, okay? Because it's worth more than an American dollar. Okay? We just gotta cater. Listen, my primary audience is American. I gotta cater to them, guys. I'm sorry. They need support. We've got to rub their backs. I'm kidding, you guys. Don't leave. Don't leave. I was joking. This guy fucking hates Americans. Get out of here. When I was younger, I was a little bit more critical of America, and I think that as I gotten older, obviously my understanding of global politics expanded, and I started understanding that global politics is a fucking pit hole. And if it wasn't for America, probably wouldn't, be holding as much land as we hold, and all kinds of different things could happen. So, I mean, it's hard to, it's hard to be critical of things done in the past by any country. I mean, they're digging up. Thank you very much for your worthless 2 Canadian fucking whatevers. Christ puncher. We used to get bills for that shit. Now I've got fucking coins. I'm kidding. Thank you very much, Grace Bunger. I appreciate it. Armageddon Fire, you should show some of the Australian news reports about this. It'll show how biased it is. Yeah, they'll be quick to claim, but I do implore some of you to go and look. I mean, as it is, you look at an example like this. I mean, this is just an example of a print. And yeah, okay, who the fuck is Crikey? But, I mean, at the same time, this is a pretty good example of what happens. Like, this whole article has nothing to do with whether or not he's innocent or guilty. It's literally a piss and moan fest about the fact that they've raised so much money so easily. Who the fuck does that? What kind of bullshit is that? It's like, God damn it, report something real. Don't just call. I mean, I would love to see what these fucking comments say. So shouldn't you disclose that? Otherwise people might think you've got something to hide. Oh! Well, you guys are doing a fucking donation train now with all your American ducats and Canadian whatevers and stuff. Take my superior freedom credits. I like the way you talk, Skits Crasher. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hold on, I'll catch up to you guys here. Which one was that one? That was basic? Okay, good. We're caught up on that. Okay. Skits Crasher, take my superior freedom credits to American. God damn it, those are good looking. And basic trigonometry with 2 European. God damn it, they're even betters. And now you can be the Canadian Hilton. There you go. So this comment on top's pretty telling. Thomas Tank. That's such a fun name. Okay, so let's read this together. Has Friendly Jordies ever given you a serve? One of his videos. Has given you a serve. I thought I read that differently, but I think he's just saying, has he ever given you, like, served you on one of your things? If so, shouldn't you disclose that? Otherwise, people might think, maybe it's a legal thing, like served you on one of your things. Otherwise, people might think that you've got something to hide or an axe to grind. I'm pretty sure he has. He certainly mocked some cam tweets. So, the word has meant to be compliment. Normally it goes to people virtues, lefty, progressive, love to hate. Some of Jordy's obsessive followers don't like balance and reporting as well. He has had issues with his own staff leaving his platform. He's not perfect. Sorry to burst your bubble, mate. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I'm old bloke. Jesus Christ, you guys. Members stream 0 in a year. Hey, fuck you, Bella. Fine, you know what? All right, everybody. You want to see how serious I am about loving my fucking members? I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now in front of you fucking assholes. you guys are being too nice to me. I'll catch up to those in a second here. I'm doing this. I'm setting this fucker up. That's it. That's it. No more fucking around over here. We're going to manage. We're going to manage live streams or schedule a stream. Create new. Wait, no, I don't want to create new. Damn it. No! Okay, so we're going to reuse the settings. I'm going to go way back in my settings and reuse fucking settings. All right. Create new. Let's see. Let's do subject of moving, possibly. Let's do Saturday at noon. Saturday at noon. My time. You figure it out for yourself. I will member stream! Exclamation marks. Fine, Bella charge. Fine. Has the fucking description. Okay. Yes, I will monetize it. Think I'm not gonna monetize that? Come on. Why is it asking me for a whole thumbnail and everything? I don't. It's too many options. Private. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Members only. See? If you're not a member, you're not welcome. God damn it. I know he was fucking with me, but I'm doing this just for fun now. Yeah, I'll get a thumbnail up later. Boom. Saturday at noon. Apparently there's a key duplication issue going on. I know. I'll just close that and worry about that later. Do a rock members only. One rock members only? Oh man. That would be just a shithole. So anyways. How's everybody doing? I got other things I was looking at, but I mean fuck these guys, eh?
I use Zoom every day.
Not as simple as you think.
It is very simple. I use it every single day.
Like, I thought it was really cute that he had his little concubine with him. And does anybody know the timestamp? Can you find me the spot where he says that he's like a Greek god? Because that is funny to me. I thought it was really good. Bella charge for... Wrong button. So, Bella charge for 2 New Zealand fucking goddamn those things are small. Thank you, Bella. Member stream 0 in a year. Well, guess what, Bella? Saturday at noon, which is like... I don't know, what time is it there right now, Bella? You're like tomorrow halfway through the day. Like tomorrow morning there right now, isn't it? Anyways, Bella, show up! Or else, yeah. God damn you guys. 5 American, holy crap, those things are huge. Duck it for the win, all hail the American. There you go. See, I know how to get you guys drive up. This is it. I'll just put a hat on and I'll dance. And I'll just talk you guys up the whole time. Wait, is that a pound up there that I called a euro? Am I that shitty? No. I'm just looking at the donations and seeing if I like... Oh, basic trigonometry. I called your pound a euro. Which doesn't matter because... But it does that you're not... That's not a fucking euro. I'm an idiot. So yeah. So there's that. Thank you, Holy Smalls, for the 5 Americans. And Webbard, I'm not a cat. Have some more socialism. Well, I mean, that's their problem. Let's not get into the politics of socialism versus capitalism. But, I mean, I can agree with you on the inside. That's fine. That's my problem. Just since you finally set up a member stream, oddly enough, that is the same reward you got for twerking. $5? I like it. I like any reward. I'll twerk. Hey, listen, I don't need money to twerk, okay? But I do need pants on, and I have boxers right now. They're the same as shorts. Nobody could tell the difference if I didn't say anything, okay? Just because I'm here half-dressed, that doesn't mean that I didn't prepare for you people. Okay, it just means it's hot in my fucking basement because I have an Ethereum mine over there. And the air conditioner on a cloudy day doesn't run enough to keep the basement cool. It's a weird dynamic. It's like, oh, it's a nice day. It's like, yeah, why's the basement hot? Oh, yeah, bunch of graphics cards whirling away. Man, my earphone is like being funky. But hey, holy smalls, thank you very much for that extra $5 though. You're too kind to me, honestly. Man, where's the spot where he was calling him a Greek god? It was so wonderful.
Robertson Jennings.
Guy's a dickhead.
I'm aware of that. I destroyed him in debate. But geocentrism thinks the Earth is a sphere. So I'm just very confused when you say the geocentric model because that's a sphere.
No.
And obviously there's a couple of different geocentric models.
I just showed you the model.
I have to tell you right now, the best part of the whole show for me was actually this part right here.
But not one of them has ever proven with an experiment that the Earth is actually spinning. But of course, this guy's upside down.
They're Zoom call.
It's
they
all
can't
this.
put the audio through. Oh my goodness. Right, just my audience confirmed that you can hear both me and them, right? Which means that the Zoom problems are on their end. You're right,
I also
debaters.
discovered recently that that's why I turned them off today, that my members and Patreon ticker over here was not correct, and there was actually members that were active members that weren't on the list, so I don't know what the hell's going on with that. So I just turned it off for now because I didn't want to disrespect people that should be on the list. But I might just go back to good old fashioned credit roll, you know, just like the old days, eh? Oh, there I am, Ma, look! Oh God, executive fucking outfit designer. Oh yeah, that was quick. You know, when you watch it on those other channels, it's like, oh fucking, did you see me? That was me. They're just shooting by. Oh man, those are funny channels. It's like, you gotta like put it on slow-mo to catch yourself. I'm not on those. I just mean if you were that person. I'm not royal enough.
I did insult monkeys.
God damn, I just wish I knew where he called him a Greek god. It was fucking hilarious. Oh my God, that's right. He was playing harmonicas.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah, this is you.
Again, your mic was clipping. Santa, are you not listening? Your mic was clipping. Nobody could hear what you were playing.
It doesn't matter.
It's 12 p.m. on Friday there. See, yeah, you're tomorrow halfway through my day, essentially. Well, actually, that's even more fucked up than that. Because you're like, tomorrow 5 hours ago. 7 hours ago. That's really trippy, you know? Like, that, I get it. I understand it. It's just, that's really trippy.
I explained my point.
That's it.
No, you didn't.
Like one of my favorite things to do is to just randomly ask, that is not the right window, randomly ask Planner Walk if he still eats sandwiches in the future. It's one of those things I occasionally do. I'll just send him a message like so the future, like, do you guys still eat sandwiches? He's a pretty good sport about it, you know? I might have done that in a while, I think, but Bellacharge, your question's coming soon, but I'm gonna ask you the same questions. I assume that by now chickens come in pills, like on Fifth Element. I would assume, right?
Things.
Yeah. Fucking retard.
Wait, I need to bring it back up.
Of course, your name is on the top. That's fair.
Guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. This
That's
may
funny,
be the
Mike.
worst performance by a flat earther ever.
Yeah, I know California well. That's 2 hours behind me because you got Central Mountain Pacific. It's just that every once in a while I'll book an appointment with somebody and go the wrong goddamn direction with my counting.
Will be the best. You'll see.
So far, you've embarrassed yourself a lot.
I don't care what people think.
You know what was really cool? I'll just show this real quick. It's kind of a side note. It really has nothing to do with Flat Earth or any of this bullshit, which really, I mean, whatever. This was really neat. It's Thunderfoot, which you guys watch Thunderfoot. I imagine a few of you anyways. So what was really fun recently is he did another, like, Apollo. 13. He did, like, another Apollo busted video. And, man, he was trying to figure out what would cause the fire. And, of course, he figured it was probably this this filter right here. Let's see.
Which is why I kept on burning. But if there's no way for the gas to diffuse into the bit where it's got to burn at, then the fire just goes out at that point. You know, this is actually on the fan wires here, and this burns up and it goes through this little port here. That's no problem because we know there is supercritical oxygen on the inside of here as well. We know that because the part where the supercritical oxygen is taken out of the tank goes through the filter right at the back there, right next to these this wiring port. So what's going to happen is as the fire gets up to the top here, it's essentially going to go out. Remember, when you get a fire, you...
But then he doesn't think about... I think he comes back on that later because he doesn't think about the filter. Like, look at...
Can produce cavitation of the liquid.
Some pulse load. What?
Right here.
Not really. To get out of the tank, the oxygen's going to go through a filter. Whoa, wait, what? It's got to go through a filter? If there's anything that's likely to go boom in liquid oxygen, it's a filter. The simplest thing that'll approximate a filter is iron wool, wrapped as dense.
So he does this. Check this fucking shit out. He simulates a filter, which would be like you know, wool, iron wool, wrapped up and 100% liquid oxygen. So here.
Right, so in there I've got some iron wool wrapped up as tight as I can with some copper, and now I'm going to fill it up with liquid oxygen. Too bad. I need a bit more. Once it gets down to temperature. A bit more.
Now there's a reason I'm showing you this. It's absolutely incredible.
There we go. Nice and submerged, and let's see what's...
Well, Brian, this video just came out the other day, so it's not a debunk video, but actually this is 40-something minutes long. It's wonderful. I mean, it's typical Thunderfoot shit. It's awesome. Like, this is brand new.
Spark dust for us there. Right. So, that is what metal can do in liquid oxygen. We'll have stainless steel here any good. Add a and just for that sort of holy crap moment, that didn't even crack the bottom of the beaker. It just melted a hole straight through the bottom of the beaker. And this is what I mean by having a very healthy respect for liquid oxygen. Right? Beneath that, I had a
We have turkey
bowl.
pills, not chicken yet. Oh, man. Turkey's good, though, you know? That's a good progression. I like that.
And
The future sounds great.
that, I had a sheet of graphite
yeah, sorry.
to take any excess heat away. But this is what I mean about metals being fairly good at dissipating heat. Yeah, even though the molten iron clearly didn't do the stainless steel here any good, it didn't melt through it either. Now, that being said, if this was the side of...
So I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Like, we'll just watch that one more time, even.
A bit more. There we go.
Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it.
A bit more. There we go. Nice and submerged. And let's see what spark does for us here. Right. So, that...
Yeah, that's incredible. Alba picked up more steam, but I don't think she's taking out Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, healthy. Good health. I don't know that I had a lot of other things to bring up. No. I think we've actually covered a lot of the targets of question. I guess I'll spend a few minutes shooting the shit with you fine folks. And then we'll, only 56 of you fools voted. That's like the whole audience. Oh, devoted watchers. You guys are too nice. Holy crap, I'm going to watch all of this guy's stuff. Thunderfoot? Yeah, Bobby Cat, that's Thunderfoot. You know what? I'm glad that I was able to introduce you to Thunderfoot. Here, I'll just, That was the wrong direction, so don't mind that. Here, I'll just kind of show you, like, this is how he spells it with 2 zeros in the Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot's good shit. Like, one of the coolest videos. He does a lot of busteds. Some people think he's full of shit, but he tends to be right. Not 100% of the time, but he'll also usually admit if he was wrong about something, but he's a straight scientist. Let's find a good one. One drop of liquid ammonia, blah, 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 blah. Trying to find a good one here. I mean, you could pick any, a lot of these are like busting like Kickstarters and stuff, but I'm trying to find like a good one that I know was fun for like a different reason, maybe. Some of these are UFOs. These are like, you know, devices that'll stop radiation and things like that. He did some good stuff on Chernobyl as well. Where is it? Can you grow plants in radioactive waste? You know, like you just...
Stand by for action.
Like he...
That would just be completely insane.
He eats his food off of Fiestaware, which is radioactive. That the red is radioactive. It's uranium dye.
radioactive and fairly commonly occurring. Indeed, for a long time, uranium was just some kind of useless, dense metal. However, it did find some fringe uses, like it gave nice colours as its oxides, and those could be used in glazes. And one company that used them quite a lot was called Fiestaware. So they used uranium oxide to make one of their glazes, the radioactive red. One awesome little meal.
So of course he eats his food off it to show it's not really dangerous.
Material, at which point the United States government confiscated all of the stockpiles of uranium from Fiestaware.
So it sounds like they stopped existing because of the war. But like, you know, he grows plants with a thing of uranium in the middle.
I'm gonna plant deep, so I'm gonna put them. So let's see if this pattern holds going all the next closest.
So yeah, you just, you know, it's good quality science, you know. I don't know, that's a terrible example, but I mean, fuck, it's fun shit too.
Look at it this way. Think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize
something.
Anyway, let me read you this. And this was from an Australian nurse.
Yeah, I'm going to have to push extra doubt on the Australian nurse thing. And you'll see why.
That fucking graph is hilarious. Media expert Karen on Facebook. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. He likes to knock on Musk. Yeah, but Musk can be knocked on a bit. I mean, Hyperloop, he was right. I mean, look at all these people. Hyperloop, oh, Hyperloop's going to take passengers. Hyperloop's going to be amazing. Hyperloop this, Hyperloop that. And in the end, it turned into fucking cars and tunnels.
Great replies as, can't wait for this new card system to...
Here.
Like a subway, but this is more like a highway underground.
Wow, incredible! A highway underground! You mean like, a tunnel?
The Teslas will be manned by drivers for now, transporting passengers 40 feet underground at about 30 miles per hour.
And because it's Las Vegas, this is also a thrill ride.
Yes, I can see the thrill seekers now flocking to Las Vegas to say, I experienced the taxi ride in a car, in a tunnel at 30 miles an hour.
I mean, you can think of these like wormholes. In like, oh, I need to get to the other side of LA or New York or whatever, drop down the wormhole, pop out the other side.
Yes, tech billionaire genius wormhole travel. Might not quite be as fast as advertised in the movies.
The Las Vegas Convention Center loop.
So yeah, so now all of a sudden it's 30 mile an hour, you know, it's become 30 mile an hour fucking Tesla rides in a fucking tunnel, one-way tunnel. You know, like, so he ended up being 100% right. And the other, like, the whole point is that you can't, you know, you can't build a pressure, like a vacuum loop, because, like, the amount of surface area, the amount of bolts required, there's going to be even microscopic loops all the way, or like leaks all the way along will just make it so you can never reduce the pressure low enough. And you need, like, super amounts of energy and stuff to be constantly pumping all the air out. And then the second there's an accident, it, like, depressurizes and, like, it fucking, like, crushes in a spot because it's, you know, like, it's anyways, there's all kinds of problems, and he does a good job of proving them. So if you like that kind of shit, that's the kind of content that you can definitely watch. I think we're over 2 hours. Song coming. So, yeah, how are you beasts doing on the way out? Do his UFO ones. Well, the UFO ones are fun. I mean, obviously, I'm not playing his content, so I would prefer people go and see his, but I mean, the fact that...
Just disappeared in seconds.
Even now, even 13 years later, is there anything that you know of capable of this kind of behavior?
No, there's nothing I know of. I mean, this, when we saw the video with the IR...
UFO was so interested in American aircraft carriers and not say, for instance, CERN, or the International Space Station? Why do you think the aliens that have mastered interstellar travel would have come all this way, would have the slightest interest in a large metal floating box? You know, it'd be like travelling interstellar distances to watch children play in a bathtub. These are things.
So yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, he goes through and he nitpicks it up. This one right here.
Evidence this video actually is. Now the irony is, quite a lot of what I've told you here is true. I was getting infrared video of the sky. In fact, what I was hoping to get, it was seeing what the heat signatures in the infrared. So, 2 important take-home messages here. Number 1, be very wary when the video just mysteriously cuts off at exactly the right moment. What did happen next? And why didn't you release that? I mean, if this video is being released by people who want to show evidence for UFOs, why don't they leak the best footage? Yeah, rather than indiscreet fuzzy blob on infrared. Secondly,
so yeah, I would implore you to go watch his content on his channel, because of course I don't want to like straight up steal his content or anything. So I just want to show you that he it's really good shit. I've actually had a conversation with the guy like in Discord at one point. Pretty cool guy. I mean, fucking what you hear right there is exactly what you get. So like, no joke. Yeah. Oh, let's look at the chat here real quick. Carlin rules. Yeah, Carlin did rule. He was pretty good, eh? Yes, the plants in radioactive waste. Nuclear agriculture, black holes on the Earth, claimed they would do 150. Yeah, well, they claimed they'd be doing like 300 or 400 or 800 at one point, too. They just keep bringing the number down. They're like, that would be an awful wreck. Awful wreck. So they don't want to. Boring failed to meet the contract on the Vegas loop. All other projects have stopped. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're done. Musk basically walked away from Hyperloop. Yeah, you won't hear him say another word about it. Seems the UFOs are just fucking burbs. Yeah, one of them he proves is basically like, I was trying to look for that. That's kind of what I was searching for. One of them he proves is basically like it's exactly what you'd see out of a heat signature of an airplane landing. I think he did a few of these videos though, so it might be in another one, but he showed an airplane landing and exactly. Yeah, like, this is funny. Like, watch this as a good example.
Object coming up is about 4 miles, which means seeing as you know the field of view of the camera, you can work out that the object is about 1 meter long, about the size of a decent bird, and it's whizzing along because the plane is at about 20,000 feet, the bird at about 10,000 feet, and the plane is going past it at about the speed of sound. Now, I know what the UFOologists will be saying. How could these expert pilots not have identified such a simple phenomena as seeing a bird? Well, 2 obvious explanations spring to mind. The first is, they did. It's just not on the portion of the footage that was released.
Roger, there's troubleshooting as soon as I get... Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly!
Just be that the pilot put on...
He also shows like how it like flaps at the same rate. Like you can actually see it kind of flapping at the same rate as a bird wings. And he shows like a bird beside it. Quack, quack. Exactly. So... Now, it's good stuff. Did you see the UFO Statue of Liberty photo? I did not. No, I'll have to take a look. Any thoughts on Bill C-10 passing? I don't know what Bill C-10 is. That, you know what? That's something we can discuss in the Discord, I think. I don't know really. He's still around to still watch. I'm missing some of the other content he's been done a while. Oh, yeah. Well, he's been targeting a lot of Musk stuff and everything, right? The cost of each section is way too much. Yeah, no, absolutely, Mike. I mean, it's just everything. The cost of maintenance. And what do you do when you got to maintain it? You got to be able to valve off an entire section so you don't depressurize the whole thing. It's like a neat idea. Like, the concept is solid. Like, the concept of having a vacuum space that you could send an object down. Everything else about it is so impractical. It's so impractical because we just don't live in a vacuum. And keeping that out is going to be difficult. The flat earthers, they're like, you're right, we don't live in a vacuum. God damn it, he said it right there. The pyramid of UFOs are hilarious. Even I could ID flashing marker lights. Well, no shit, eh? Look, a UFO! Blink, 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 blink. Like, come on. Oh my god, it's amazing stuff. Well, hey, listen. I don't want to stick around too long once I'm kind of out of the topics. Because internet censorship by the CRTC. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. I guess I've been not getting into Canadian politics. E10. Sounds like it was already passed. Regulating streaming. So it sounds like nothing you can do about it. Legislation drafted by Justin Trudeau government, known as Bill C-10, is meant to subject tech giants to the same requirements as traditional broadcasters, effectively compelling companies like Netflix and TikTok Inc. to finance and promote Canadian content. It's among the most far-reaching plans by government anywhere to regulate the algorithms tech companies use to amplify or recommend content. And in an age when everyone is potential publisher, the act to amend the Broadcasting Act could affect individual expression on social media and other digital platforms. It's unclear whether the bill will become law. However, the legislation needs to win passage through the Senate, a process that could be preempted by an election later this year that would effectively kill the bill. Trudeau's government hailed its passage. There are other issues that have been addressed when it comes to broadcasting creation. We will... Governments around the world are grappling with how to modernize their legal framework to account for a global reach. I mean, really, it's how to protect domestic culture industries as more Canadians turn to the internet companies, blah, blah. Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. It says the next part it says is really the key issue here. It's what it comes down to. See, it says, stunting the influence of U.S. culture in particular is a core principle of the modern Canadian media law. For decades, the government has required radio and television broadcasters to produce and distribute local content. That stance has irked trading partners because it means that the media sector is often exempted from agreements meant to give foreigners access to Canadian markets. It also means that global media companies like Rupert Murdoch's News Corp can't own newspapers or television stations in Canada. Oh, look who we were just talking about. Under the existing law, a regulatory body known as the Canadian Radio, Television, and Telecommunication Commission certifies what is and what is not Canadian. It can also issue fines for violations starting at $250,000 Canadian, or even suspend a broadcaster's license to operate. The new law would give the CRTC that same kind of power over the internet companies. Would Canadians be required to disclose that they're Canadian to meet these requirements? Asked Michael. So, I mean, it sounds like it's a big pit hole right now. So in Canada, because we've been beside, you got to remember, America's like a media juggernaut. They still are. They always have been. They were the first media juggernaut. And the reality is that unfortunately, Canada has had to, whether it's right or wrong, I'm not getting into that argument, but Canada has had to create laws that stifle American media in our country. And that can be seen as unfair, but at the same time, it's so that we can have a country that has its own media. Because otherwise, what would happen is we would have Canadian media companies that aren't Canadian media companies anymore. They'd be American media companies in Canada, and that's not really what you want in any nation. You really need to have strong news sources, good local, and not nationalized, but still like culture. Countries need culture. America needs to have its culture. Canada needs to have its culture. We all need to get to have our culture. So unfortunately, because we live so close to America and they're just such a media juggernaut, and I mean, you got to remember, it's also one of the most populated countries in the world, next to one of the least populated countries in the world. So when you combine these factors, it's really resulted in Canada having to create laws that do stifle the influence of media, American media in Canada. And this is an example of what they're trying to do. So it would be hard to know what that would do to me because, for instance, what it could result is it could be good for me. It might mean, for instance, because if YouTube wants to have people being able to see YouTube in Canada, the way it works right now, for instance, is like Degrassi, the show Degrassi. It's like a high school drama, like sitcom drama, like high school fucking stuff. That show has been running forever, and they were finally like, we're gonna kill it, we're shutting it down unless we can find a buyer, I guess. But Netflix stepped up and said, we'll take it for 300 and something million, like today. Like, just give us the keys and we'll just start making the show. And the reason they did that is because they by law have to have Netflix already follows this rule, so I don't know why they included Netflix in that anyways. It's already part of it. But basically, they're required to follow certain laws that say that for a certain amount of American content, they need to have a certain amount of minimum Canadian content. So in order to be able to keep providing American content that's very popular and stuff, which I like a lot of the Canadian shows these days. So, I mean, we've got good media. But in order to do that, they need to be able to say, hey, well, this is Canadian content produced in Canada, Canadian originated, all that stuff, Canadian culture. And then they get to use that as a percentage watered down. Yeah, well, I mean, Canada provide too little service. Well, the other thing you got to remember, Brian Blakey, is, and I do agree with you, by the way, but the other thing you got to remember is we have one of the largest geographical countries in size, like size-wise, we're one of the largest countries in the world. But we're also actually population-wise one of the smallest countries in the world. And we had the longest railroad in the world, and we had the first coast-to-coast microwave transmission system in the world, and we had all of this infrastructure for such a spread-out nation. We need to pay for it, and it's hard to pave thousands of miles of road with so few people. Now we have less road in those areas, but you know what I mean? You still gotta have a highway that fucking connects coast to coast. So we end up, and you look at TELUS, well, my providers TELUS. Well, when I drive 3 hours north of the city and I go to some little town, I really want my fucking cell phone to work. So the problem is that they need to provide cell service to some town that has 300 or 400, maybe 1,000 people or less, and I expect my fucking phone to work there because it better work there because I need to make phone calls with this thing. So, it's this dilemma where they have to charge enough, but are they making, billions of dollars a year profit? Yeah, of course they're making billions of dollars a year profit. So I get you. They don't need to necessarily charge what they're charging, but I'll tell you one thing. Canadian telecoms are some of the largest companies in the world when it comes to telecommunication. So, they might be hoping to buy competitors one day with their earnings, which is a good argument to be made. So, but yeah, so these companies will buy Canadian content and they'll use it to water down their content and say, look, X much % of our content is Canadian. And in doing so, they can keep pushing as much American content as they want because they're propping up Canadian content. So, let's put it this way. This change, if it went to YouTube, could actually be a good thing for me. Could be a bad thing. Who knows how YouTube implements it, right? Maybe YouTube says, oh, well, we won't show Canadian content creators to Americans as much then. But that's not really how the law works, because the way the law works is it's about, bye, Brainy, I have other things to do. Catch you later. See you later, Damien McAlpine. I'm about to end it anyways, but I really appreciate you coming by. Thank you very much, bud. Would you trust TELUS's VPN, though? I don't really know much about it, to be honest with you. Are you talking about because they got Huawei shit? I mean, whatever. The Chinese probably know everything about me anyways. I bought a fake Stargate off them. The one road. It's just that we have one, it's Highway 1 is because there doesn't need to be, it's like that's Highway 1. That's the Trans-Canada Highway. It traverses Canada. But yeah, so the thing is, the way that law is written, if anything, it would probably benefit me because it would say, oh, well, Canadians need to get better access to Canadian content, so it would start pushing me more actively to Canadian viewers. And then it might still push me the same amount to American viewers, which isn't fair to American content creators, that they wouldn't be pushed as hard. But here's the thing. YouTube already regionally pushes channels. FTFE's audience is primarily probably American by the numbers because Americans are large consumers of media. And I know that it doesn't matter what channel I talk to. America, you could be a Swahili channel, and I bet you America's still one of your largest audiences. But I bet you FTFE gets pushed a lot harder in the UK than I do. And Team Skeptic does and stuff like that because they do regionally push channels. My channel probably does get pushed a bit more in Canada and, vice versa. So, I mean, their algorithm's working on so many levels anyways. Who knows? But, yeah. Later, Damien. South Park One Road was a fun episode. I wouldn't trust any ISP VPN. Well, I don't use a VPN, just to be blunt about it, so... They offered a VPN like Surfstark. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Fuck, NordVPN. Well, NordVPN had a leak where all their fucking data got out. So I mean, who's a good VPN to use? Who's a bad VPN to use? You know, it's a VPN. I mean, the bottom line is if you're hiding crypto, they'll find you. That's all I'll say there. Oh man, they'll find you. All the different crypto apps too have been lately been like, we need to know more about you. Where do you live? What do you do? Because the governments are wanting their tax money, which I pay my taxes. I claim my crypto. I lost $230 in 2020 in crypto. So I was like, I said, call my dad. I'm like, so if they're going to make me claim my earnings on crypto, I can claim my losses too then, right? He's like, trading losses. I'm like, all right, claim it as a loss. So I don't know how that works with capital gains. I guess you get to claim like 50% of it. I let the accountant figure that out. But next year I'm going to turbo tax it because those fucking assholes charge too much. The poplar or the pine? I mean, poplar tastes better than pine. I don't know. Is your ISP your ISP will geofence Canadians in? I've heard of that too. Well, but but Andra, that's not how how it works anyways. It's ISP will geofence Canadians in. I don't know how a geofence would work with YouTube because it's going to be on YouTube's end for the algorithm, right? But I'm willing to bet that all that YouTube would have to do is tweak a number in the algorithm that makes it so that a Canadian channel is 10% more likely to show up than an American channel for the same search algorithm. And if they showed them that they were doing that, that would be probably still within the rules. Because it just has to do with how much Canadian content's being pushed within the country. And again, I swear to God, this is only a rule because America is just like, I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I grew up with an American dish. And I was watching, because my dad had a pirated dish, and I was watching TV shows that nobody else fucking got. And it shows a little bit, because I know certain shows and stuff, like, it's just, I mean, my friends were growing up watching, like, a little bit more of, like, the kids' shows that would be more Canadian, right, and stuff, so, I mean, I just, like, oh, yeah? Although, I never watched that fucking asshole in the red shirt. He was American. My wife, I was about to say my girlfriend, at which point if my wife was listening, she'd be having a lot of questions for me. I don't have both. I just have the one. No, I'm kidding. Fucking frying pan. She's a good sport. She'd take a joke. Either that or she's waiting to beat me up and the stream is done. Oh, yeah, but no. But Mr. Andret, that's not how it works though. They would never do that. Are you kidding? Because they're also taxing the money that the creators are making off of the American audiences. So like I just don't know that they'll do that to that extent. That's pretty hardcore. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be pissed off if that's what happens. But we'll figure it out when it comes. I'm sure it won't be to that extreme. It's everybody always jumps up and down and gets really upset about things, and then nothing happens. So, anyways, listen. I want to thank everybody for coming by. I don't think I missed any of the super chats. Just double check here. Nope, the last one was Holy Smalls, so that's perfect. I want to thank the newest member, which is Vegas Baby Girl, I believe. And then somehow, I guess it said that Glass Monster had renewed while we were streaming. So there you go. Thaddeus wouldn't trust any ISP VPN. Well, I agree. Well, they're your ISP, right? ATT offered one. I would stay away. Look up net neutrality, Beaver. Oh, yeah. Well, what do you do? There's nothing you can do to fight that shit. I mean, what are you gonna do? Write an angry letter, Mr. Andret, to the Parliament and tell them that Bell and Rogers are being meanie poos? There's nothing we can do about it. They're just gonna do it. It's shitty to sound that sad and hopeless about it, but you just gotta let it happen. Get ready to pull your fucking wallet out and pay for premium access for shit. This is the way the world's going. Let's put it this way. Who here's been to Disney World or Universal Studios or fucking you name it? Harry Potter World. Who's done that in the last before COVID, okay? Who's done that in the last decade? There's already two-tier pricing. when my wife and I were going to Busch Gardens, okay, so we're ordering the tickets. You pay $80 a person for a regular adult ticket, right? $80. But then for $75 more per person, almost the entire price of the ticket, you can get an express pass. They only have so many express passes a day, but if you get one of those express passes, So what happens is for the people that can afford to pay, and this, I'm not saying this like it's a good fucking thing, by the way, guys. Thank you very much, Skit Scratcher. I really appreciate the $2 American. And if you guys don't know about this, it's going to piss you off. You go there, and I swear to God, we had already pre-ordered them. Our express passes were waiting for us to pick up at the thing. We're waiting in the lineup to go pick our passes up. And there's all these people in line, locals, right? Guy goes like this. Excuse me, everybody. There are no more express passes available today. The entire line behind me walks away. Like, almost everybody. There's like a few people left. I was like, holy fuck, they all just left. There were no express passes left, meaning people had to pay double, so they're paying like $150 American per person. And there's no express passes left. They aren't even going to fucking bother going in now, because they know. So, get this. My wife the whole time is going, I don't understand this express pass thing. I'm like, you won't even get it until you understand how shitty it is for the people that don't have one. So you go up and you buy your ticket, and then you get your express pass, just another ticket. And what it does is, okay, so every line you go up to has 2 lines, okay? Every line has 2 lines. There's the one line, and there's a timer beside it. Your estimated wait time is 120 minutes. One was 190. 3 hours, everybody, for one fucking roller coaster. But then there's the line beside it. What's this majestic line for? There seems to be almost nobody in this line at all. Well, sir, you have an express pass. Tell me, what does this express pass do? Well, I scan this express pass, and you get to click. Take this magic line to the front. Please don't trip, sir. Watch your step. We take care of our express pass members. And then and I'm telling you, like, you take 2 minutes to walk by all the people. You're going up the stairs. There's 2 sets, like the stairs are like this, with a fucking rope between them, and there's nobody in the left fucking line. And you're like, bye. And my wife, and I said, watch this when we walked up. She'd never done this either. I said, watch this bullshit. And we did it. We walked through. We get to the line. She's like, we're on the next roller coaster. Like, because there's like 2 people in front of us. They went in, and then we were on the next, and it took off. And she's like, we're fucking next. And I'm like, 2-tiered pricing at the theme parks already. Get ready to pull your wallet out if you want to have a good time. So here's the fucking bullshit, too. We went, and we had ridden, because, of course, you get to ride each ride once with the express pass, because they're supposed to scan it. But they never scanned it half the time. So if they didn't, you just went like this, and they're like, So they didn't scan it. You knew you could come back later and go on the ride again. So we were on our 13th ride. We had ridden a bunch of rides, taken the gondola over to the other side of the park, and we were like, getting a mite bit peckish, time to get some lunch. You know, which is the only thing that the fucking express pass doesn't help you with. That was like an hour-long wait in a lineup, because of course it has to be. And then we bumped into a family that we were in the lineup when we were getting our tickets in the morning. We'd been on 13 rides at this point, and we were settling down for a lunch. Do you know how many rides they'd been on? It was 1 in the afternoon, like 1:32. There's only like 3 hours left in the park, 3 or 4 hours left in the park before it closes. Like, they're going to get on like 5 rides all day long. All day long. Hundreds of fucking dollars for a family of 5 to come in. And they're going to get on 5 fucking rides in the whole day. And this is the sad reality. And do you think that they would limit the people? No. Stuff as many fucking assholes in that park as you can. Who gives a fuck if the people in there only get to ride 5 rides? Because there's enough people that can afford to pay for express passes. And we can just make even more money selling all these single people 2 tickets a fucking piece so they can jump the line in front of all the people that can only afford the one ticket per piece. And like, I told my wife, she's like, do we even need this when we were signing it? I'm like, when we were like clicking on the website and stuff, I'm like, Megan, if we don't get an express pass, there's no point in even fucking going. Might as well not even bother. Be the worst day of your life. You'll just be standing out in the heat. And she saw firsthand. We got to the front. She was almost like, one point she was like, I almost like feel kind of like shitty because of all the people I just walked by sitting there waiting for hours to get on one roller coaster. And I'm like, welcome to two-tier pricing. Too many people, not enough lines. So they only issue so many passes, Mr. Andret. It's first come, first serve. And yeah, and so once they sell out, that's it. They make sure that line moves real quick. Check it out. It's go to Universal or go to Busch Gardens. They all do it. Every single fucking one of them to do it. They have or you know what they do now? Like, okay, you go to Disneyland, you stay at the resort, okay? And that's the key. It's actually cheaper. I mathed it out. If you stay at the resort, they give you free fucking passes to the park. So then when you figure it out, by the time you like rent a car, like if you stayed at, let's say you stayed at a hotel or you paid taxis, but even then, by the time you pay taxis or rent a car and you stayed at a hotel nearby and you just went to the different Epcot and Disney, by the time you do that, you actually might as well stay at Disney Resort. You don't need to worry about renting a car. Everything you need there's movie theaters and everything for kids and all that shit. And then until the crowd, Mr. Andret, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're just not understanding. There's the crowds don't stop showing. There's too many people and not enough seats on those roller coasters. The crowds didn't stop all day. They don't. I'm telling you right now, that park, if you go to Universal Studios right now and you go look, they have color coding on the map. If you look at their schedule, they color code the days on how busy that day is. They give a color coding system. They know traditionally these days are going to be super busy and these days are not going to be as busy. But even on the not busy days, it's super overloaded busy. So it's like there's just not enough bums or like seats for the bums that are entering those places. And the thing is, what a good honorable company would do is they would figure out what the max capacity that they could take into that park is. And yeah, maybe you could have express passes for people that wanted to make sure they could get to all the rides. And, you know, you get families that are only there for a day, right? And it's part of their trip. So you want to hit everything. Or you have families that come back and they might buy a 3-day pass or something, right? But there's just, instead of saying, hey, listen, we have a capacity to serve this many people an hour, let's try to keep it within that realm. No, they just push as many people as they can legally, I think, fit into the park before they have, like, fire issues, basically, like, occupancy problems. And that's that. The lines, like, when I was a kid, a lot of those rides are in the same places. All they did is the rides changed, but Universal Studios never has. I mean, okay, they took the Jaws out and they replaced it with part of Harry Potter World. Whooped shit. But the lines have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And like, man, you go to it used to be Back to the Future for years. Now it's the Simpsons ride. I don't know if it is anymore. Maybe it isn't the Simpsons ride even. It might be South Park no, it would never be South Park. So anyways, it's like when I was a kid, the line started and went up the building's ramps because it's like a big omniplex, so you're like walking up the ramps but then now it like comes out onto the fucking street and stuff too. Like it's just even fucking E.T., which is one of the oldest rides in the entire park, a classic, which I think they're about to rejuvenate, whatever that means. It was like there's lineups for it. It's a fucking animatronic, like, hello Scott, hello Megan. Like it's like from the fucking 60s. And it smells like it's from the 60s. And there's still a lineup for it. Scary Pothead and the Teletubbies. There you go. Oh, here in the Netherlands, we drink on the King's birthday. It's the best day. We go to the amusement park, almost no people. See, here's the thing. You want to know the secret, though, to Florida amusement parks? Okay, I'll give you the secret, okay? You want to know the secret? You got it, okay? It has to be like 16 to 18 degrees Celsius, okay? That's about, I'd say 65, maybe 66 or so degrees Fahrenheit. Like somewhere in that nice, like it's chilly. Like it's like woo, it's a little like if you get going on a roller coaster really fast, you're like woo, it's a good wind, you know? Like it's brisk. Maybe a little maybe like even a little drizzle. Like there's a potential for rain. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you go to the theme park on that day, nobody there at all. Literally. Like we would go through the one roller coaster on the front of it and come down. And the guy, like, it literally went like this. I just looked at the guy and I grabbed it and pulled it back down on myself. And he goes, we're technically supposed to make you get off and walk around, but whatever. Like, because there was fucking nobody in the lineup at all. And it was because every once in a while you'd be like, yeah! A little bit of spit on your face from the wet in the clouds, you know? Oh, that was so fun. A little rain shower. And then, but nobody in the park. So there's decisions to be made. It could turn into a shitty day for you, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's the day. That's the day. No problem for Canadians, right? That's exactly it, Weber. The park is full of, like, you know, we've got, like, windbreakers on, and the locals are like, but aren't you cold? Because it's, you know, it's a cool summer night, you know, at 16 degrees Celsius. Anyways, I've been going way too long. My wife's like, fuck, he always says 2 hours, and he's going for 3. That's what they say. Listen, Weber knows. I've talked to him recently. Now, I believe you haven't paid me for it yet, Weber. Correct me if I'm wrong, because if you have, I feel like a total asshole. But I don't think you've actually paid me for it. But this cup is actually supposed to be Weber's, okay? And so far, it's getting a little dusty because I haven't shipped it to him. But this beautiful, beautiful, not handcrafted mug can be his for the low price of my wife having to pack it, and then I'll figure out what it cost again. It might have been 11 or 12 bucks. I don't quite remember. Not that he owes me money really as a great supporter anyways, but you get how it is. The shipping's going to be shit, to be honest with you. Shipping from anything across that ocean is ball sacks. But we'll figure it out. It's pretty light, so we'll try to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of styrofoam. I think I'm going to like carve it a nice little cup spot so we can figure it out. You're not letting me pay? You're not letting me pay? I'll let you pay. I'll let you pay for the shipping at the very least. Let's put it that way, because the shipping's probably going to be more than the cup. But, you know, tell her now. I told her yesterday. No, right now she's taking care of kids. Don't tell her anything, but kids are going to bed. So, on that note, that's a good point. We're going to try to get out of here. I want to thank all you guys for the donations. Thank you for showing up. I'm sorry that I've been absent a little lately. I do have a video that I'm trying to work on and get out within the next week, God willing. And beyond that, apparently there's a member stream on Wednesday or on Saturday. But Factart is asking me how I like my steak. Medium. I don't want it mooing, but I don't want it well done either. It should have a gentle pink in the center. But I can always move that member stream around a little bit. Mr. Unite for the Children, you got here at the end. I'm so sorry we're leaving. Don't be a pussy, Brainy. 16 isn't that cold. No, I didn't say it was cold. I said it's a cool night. He said it's a cool... Are you getting... Okay, listen. We need to stop wrapping cords around your throat and jerking off. Let the blood back in. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Crazy Buncher. Thank you for the 5 Canadian. God damn it, those things are small. And see-through. There's a window in it. A 5 is a bill. There's a window in that thing. You can see right through that asshole. That's like a double entendre. No med, medium rare only. Well, yeah, medium rare. Yeah, okay, medium rare then. You're probably right. Medium rare. Like just not, yeah, it should have a little pink. You know, it should have a little pink in the center. You know, everybody likes a good warm pink center. Just like you know, in the words of the great the movie Waiting. What's his name? It's Ryan Reynolds. The great Ryan Reynolds in Waiting. Everybody loves a good pink center, you know? Good warm pink center. So now that I've definitely, you know, made some people... Has anybody ever had a wart on their arm? Like... Either that or it's got to be like skin cancer, because fuck, that's growing fast. Oh well. Guess I'll talk to the doctor about that one. Anyways, listen to the plot hole, Beaver. Outro already. Where is he? Is he there? Oh, there he is. Look at it. End your stream. I don't want to. This is how I get those last Christ Puncher $5 donations. All right, I'm gonna hit the outro button, guys. Listen, love you all. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's Canadian too. These assholes are all Canadian. I got actually a lot melanoma. Well, I hope not. It definitely looks like a wart. I don't know. It's like raised. So like, I'll try to get the angle. It's. Man, it grew very quickly. So, I'm definitely gonna take it to the doctor. Yeah, you were looking at my wart at the end of the stream. Something you're gonna have to deal with. Okay, I'm so sorry. Wait, you assholes can't give me donations on the way out. Webbard for €2. Bye. What he meant to say is, I can't believe I'm looking at a wart. For the love of your wife, please leave. Thank you very much, Holy Smalls. And I'm going, okay. Hey, bye-bye. See you later.